So there we go. All right. Stream is struggling, but that's because it's working to catch up with us. So I'll give it a second. Oh, look at that pretty handsome Claudius boy.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Kimba.
Richard normally goes for like the super buff beefy dudes. Claudius is the exception.
Claudius is just pretty.
Claudius
is such a pretty man.
And also Claudius does that, like, scratches that itch that Richard needs, you know? Like,
makes sense.
Just, but also, unfortunately, Richard can't feed off of Claudius because they're also vampires, so it doesn't work.
Hello
like
again,
that.
Ashley. We see you.
Oh, wow.
I'm
again.
gonna keep my mouth shut.
We're back.
Well, they can feed off each other. They can. It just
No, that's your. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about
I'm worrying about it.
It would just be like, it would be thick.
Whoa, that's not.
Well, if you're going by
okay,
Vampire
so
the Masquerade rules,
where I was going, that just made it worse.
Ooh.
I want to know where you were going.
I'm like, he can't feed, but he sure as hell can suck. And then you're like, oh, it'd just be thick. And I'm like, God damn it.
Richard do be sucking though.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're trying to free Dalavash.
We're back.
Welcome back to stream. We're gonna free Dalavash.
Yep, we sure are.
We begin the whole thing.
Yes.
We do it. We started it.
You all, this is an 18
Wait
plus
till
stream, just in case anyone's missed that. So
I guess you didn't get it till just now.
This is an 18 plus
Yeah,
stream.
which I don't know why, but
We've called him Your Thought several times. You should have figured it out prior.
We talked about drawing penises earlier too.
Yeah. But so Dalavash gets
Rin, how do I top your husband?
Just ask.
I'm not gonna be over that ever. As a phone wallpaper.
We gotta make more of those.
I know we do.
Gideon's flat ass.
We can this week.
Good.
Hell yeah, we can.
So,
Jesus.
Jeez Louises.
Nine hydrates,
That's
7
a
stretches,
lot.
and 7 pops.
Guys, that's a lot. I'm just gonna.
Chelsea, that's not water.
It doesn't say water, it just says hydrate. I'm gonna have to mute myself after this because I'm gonna be so burpy.
Oof.
Do you want to know how you can fix that?
Shut the fuck up, Jenny. Nobody asked.
Water.
Yeah, Chelsea. God, drink water. Just go drink some fucking water.
What the Jesus Christ? I'm gonna kick your shins.
How many of those have you had, Casper?
No, she's asleep. Leave her be. She's asleep. Please let her be. She works in the morning.
Is that your second one, Casper?
Anyway, so you all are setting up to help.
Is that your second one, Casper? We still have stretches and posture checks. Hold on. We're not back yet.
Okay, so we have 7 stretches. So everyone get that good stretch in.
I don't even.
There it goes. There it goes. Will this shoulder do it? No.
I don't know what this is, but I'm doing it.
Just windmill with your arms.
You gotta say good morning to the grass.
Oh, I gotta say good morning to the grass.
Gotta say good morning to Meredith. Ooh.
I gotta say good morning to Meredith. Morning, Gideon from across the way. How's it going?
Oh God.
I can just see the distress in your face, Chelsea, and I know it.
Instead of drinking through a straw.
Why
so
would
it's
you
worse.
do that?
Because it stops you from having to cover so much shit on the drink. It's easier for me in the long run because I don't have any cups to put it in that I have to not clean later because I don't want to clean any fucking dishes.
Wow, your life
I gave you the last one. I will steal it.
Okay, come steal it. It had lemonade in it. I don't know if you want it.
There's this thing called water that can rinse it.
Are any of y'all actually drinking water? What the?
Yes.
She is now. She wasn't earlier.
Oh.
I just pulled out the Red Bull to make a point. I pulled it for
Anyway,
the bit. I pulled it for the bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So Dalavash.
So you all are, Dalavash gets positioned and ready. She gets seated. Thespis and Ivor, you stand side by side. And Cora has her hand kind of on Thespis' shoulder to aid with her quarry. You all wait for the thunder to rumble. Magna, you are standing helping keep Dimitri upright, considering that he almost gets knocked on his ass every time.
Yeah.
Cora would tell Dalavash, try to call on the quarry and get the quarry to assist when the thunder starts to rumble.
Okay. So, eventually, you all wait a moment, listening. And just at about when Thespis is about to make a joke of like, of course now we don't get any thunder. You know?
This never happens, I promise.
Yeah.
This never happens.
Kaboom!
Yeah, just as Thespis is about to crack a joke, the
Kaboom
thunder
ski.
rumbles. Yeah, and Thespis is like, oh, now!
Caught a little off
Never mind.
guard.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Not the time.
At about that time, Dalawash does call upon her quarry. And you all begin. Dimitri has the bubble formed, and you all start your dispel magic. And
How many spell slots do I use?
this one is you. As soon as you start it, it feels a lot less of a struggle than with Winter. Meredith's grip on Dalavash is incredibly weaker than it was on Winter, so it's going to expend your highest spell slot, but not like a whole one of each below that. It's just like your highest spell slot is out.
Is it both of the highest?
Yes. It's still going to take a lot because you are battling against the strength of a god. But, so
And
both,
Amir's not here, so that...
and Amir's not here. But it does feel a lot weaker. And as the bubble forms around Dalawash, and you see, like, a lot of times when people have been pulled into the bubble, they kind of, like...
Freak out.
They freak out. But Dalawash is handling this with a grace.
She's
That,
so
like,
good.
that, like, nothing is... It's not that it's not phasing her, but, like, it's like, oh, okay.
This might as well happen.
This might as well... Yeah, exactly. This
Like,
might
out of
as
all the things in my life, like, all right.
Yeah, my life has already been so goddamn weird. This might as well happen. And you see her, like, kind of just watching as memories come to her. And at first, she seems quite collected, quite calm. You see flashes of memories involving faces and voices you all recognize. You see her watching over the kids as the kids play with Nimble and Drolt, as you see Drolt having, like, hopped in the town fountain and kind of, like, encouraging the kids to come, like, into the water and splashing. And Dalavash is like, no, do not get your clothes wet, as Drolt is already soaked. You see, just watching over the kids, you see her in combat. You see a lot of these memories coming through, and her interacting with Verlier, the cleric, as you see her seated within the temple, the multi-pantheon temple, and she's wearing a lot looser garb, no corset, nothing's tightened, it's very loose, and you can tell that Verlier is actually, like, Dalavash has her hair down, which would be the first time you have ever seen anything like that with her. Her hair is always up and prim, but her hair is down, and Verlier is just braiding it as they talk. You see her having conversations with Shire at the library. Lots of talks with Shire at the library. And just this witty back and forth as they seem to have this mutual love of what the library pulls in. And you can tell that Shire always knew there was more to this than Dalavash seemed to. There seemed to be some interactions with Meredith that have been kind of hazed, but you can tell that in these memories, any time that Meredith has tried to get under Dalavash's skin, she's always had a retort. Dalavash has always had a response. Dalavash has never taken anything that Meredith tried to dish to her. And same with Gideon. And because of this, those memories were skewed. But similar to with Winter and all that, the emotions that they caused lingered. Hence the distrust, hence the dislike. Eventually you do see the memories kind of clearing, and you realize that going back through these memories, you see memories of her watching over the kids alone, but then she seems to look over and then look up. And you see a Warforged, except this Warforged kind of gives Baymax vibes. This Warforged that would match the height that you would assume the person behind her in the portrait would have. A children, please do not run. You may injure yourselves. And you see Dalavash nigh inseparable. You see this Warforged joining Dalavash for tea in her home. You see this Warforged spending the mornings going on walks together. You see that these two had quite a friendship. And you see in combat, anytime that Dalavash would get hurt, that this Warforged that would be addressed as Carrie would always step in to Dalavash's aid, would always be there for the children just as passionately as Dalavash. And you see Carrie seemed to have this soul. Carrie, similar to Dalavash, has almost this soul drive for protection, for caring for those around them. And you see the final memory that Dalavash has of Carrie, of Dalavash taking an injury and going. You can hear the quarry's voice of a power through, but you could tell that it had been blocked, that Dalavash hadn't heard it. And you see Dalavash bleeding and looking down at herself and kind of just accepting that, okay, this is going to be this death. Let's see how this goes. But before she could, she looks up to see a monster go to bite down, and the Warforged grabbing hold of its maw and putting itself in between Dalavash. And this nigh the most emotion you hear from the Warforged of a Dalavash, run, Dalavash, run, Dalavash. And before the Warforged can finish, the monster clamps down, and you hear the Dalavash, run. And Dalavash screams and goes to try and grab hold of the Warforged that's just being swallowed down into the monster. And you hear Dalavash losing all composure as the scream that rips through her has no dignity, has no control. It's sheer desperation. It's raw. It hurts to hear. At this point, those watching the bubble would actually see, similar to when you were freeing Winter, a deity appear. This time a woman. And it just radiates the energy of nature itself. It is a woman with long, wild hair, with leaves tangled into it in almost like adornments. You see the clothes. You see who you would be seeing was Myliki, the forest queen, as she is over the bubble, almost caressing the bubble, and you have this, you've got this, like this encouraging energy. As you see, as the red strings are pulling, you see vines wrapping around the strings. Some coming from the god, but you realize that some are coming from within the bubble itself.
So fucking cool. Love Dalavash.
And then the dreams begin, and her remembering everyone's deaths, her remembering witnessing everyone's deaths, and trying to focus on pushing through because she doesn't want to be stuck in remembering these traumatic memories. Also, hello and welcome to the raid, everyone.
Hi, welcome to the stream, guys.
Oh, this is
glad you're here.
This is Never Rad. This is one of Conrad Mishuk's podcasts. Hello.
Oh, nice. Hi.
I hope your show went well. If anyone who has joined in likes queer heavy Dungeons and Dragons, please give us a follow. We stream every Monday. And yes, we normally do.
We're freeing one of the NPCs currently.
Yes, freeing one of the NPCs from a god's mind control. So.
There was an ad.
Oh,
hi guys, welcome.
Hello. Hello, Conrad. Hello, Conrad and friends. I hope that your show went well. We are currently playing some queer heavy D&D, so if you enjoy that, please give us a follow. And we stream every Monday. We are currently freeing an NPC from a god's mind control. So let's continue with how
Just girly things.
How this trans lesbian druid of a Mary Poppins gets free from this.
She's nearly free. It's fine.
Yeah,
she's
almost there.
You see the red strings from Meredith's control still wrapped around her. You see the assistance coming from Myliki. Again, the Forest Queen, just encouraging her child to break free. You see the vines from Myliki as well as Dalavash from outside and inside the bubble starting to pull through on the strings as if trying to pop it from the inside out. And you see that around her, almost to combat the red strings, is just vines and bush and branches. Just nature itself is trying to push the bubble out. Ivor, you would feel a bit of that nosebleed. Cora, you would start to kind of feel the pressure on your head. Magna, you would feel like Dimitri's grip kind of tighten on you, and if you would look, you would see just a little bit of blood, but he seems to be standing, and at about this time, you hear just kind of the sounds of Dalavash's panic as she's trying to compose herself. She's trying to pull herself together and keep herself leveled as she's trying to pull from the bubble, and her just trying and trying. I want everyone to roll perception.
I don't like that, Casper. Gonna use my keyless die. Oh shit. That's a natural 19.
Okay.
I also rolled a natural 19.
Okay.
That's a 21.
A 21. Okay.
This one rolls a lot
So
of crits for
mine
me.
is also a 21.
Oh,
I used my keyless die, which is the best druid.
Yeah.
So you can fight me.
I'm using
I
my
love druid.
other blind divination wizards set.
Are they bees? Are they bees?
Yeah, Beatrix.
I used the ocean one. For the
Hey.
My
ocean.
keyless die.
So, you all, Ivor, you feel something from behind you, from the mirror. Cora and Magna, something urges you to look over, and in the mirror, you see the Warforged.
Yeah.
Watching, and even though there is no eyebrows, no mouth, nothing to furrow, it's but you can almost feel the concern,
Yeah.
the desperation as Carrie watches.
Cora is, even if Dalavash can't hear, it's just, Carrie's here. He's gonna help you. But you have to get out.
And you just you can hear kind of the tension of the bubble, and you hear Dalavash trying to pull through. You hear again just Myliki encouraging, and as you hear the swirling sounds of Dalavash kind of trying to reason her own panic, of a sense of anxiety that you can tell that this woman has probably not let herself feel in who knows how long. One of the last sounds that you do hear is the repetition of the memory that has stuck with Dalavash through this all. Dalavash, run. Dalavash, run. Dalavash, run. And then the bowl
Oh no.
Oh, damn it.
pops.
Fuck.
And Dalavash falls, and she is seated upright. And she is stiff. There was no massive explosion. This is the most anticlimactic the pop itself has been. But the energy is tense as Dalavash seems to be staring mindlessly forward. Past you all. And then you see Magna and Cora, you see her notice the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gone.
She's not hearing you. She's up on her feet. She literally would push you guys aside to get to the mirror. And she's grabbed hold of it. And you see Carrie kind of like putting a hand on the glass as an I'm here. And you can tell with the way that Carrie is moving that you could just imagine like her audio box going, but you can't hear anything. And Dalavash also puts her one hand on the glass, and you, up until this point, any time that there's been any sort of emotional exertion, it's always been calm and collected to some extent, but you are now hearing labored breathing as it's like the tightness of her corset is now finally feeling restrictive, and just everything that she has put on her own shoulders is finally weighing on her as she's looking at this one companion with one hand desperately gripping the side of the glass. You literally see, just in sheer emotion, you see the wood on the side of the glass has started to sprout, as if she's putting life into this dead wood. As she's like, I'm going to get you out, my friend. I will get you back. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And eventually, like, it kind of fogs over, and Carrie's gone, and Dalavash just, and she slams her hand through the mirror, shattering it. She pulls back her gloved hand as if she didn't mean to do that. And
it's so reserved for so long, I'm not surprised.
You see the glass just kind of shattering, and you see her pull her hand back, and she seems surprised at the sight of her own blood as glass shards are kind of sticking through the lace gloves that she wears. And she like lets go, and you see that little buds are blossoming on the wood. And she just, I am terribly sorry. I did not mean to lose my composure. And you see her just picking the glass out of her hand.
You just went through a lot. You have every reason to lose your composure.
She just pick and just drops, and you hear the faint tink of the glass hitting the wood. Just, yes, that is correct. And you see her healing her own hand as just the druidic energy kind of goes over her hand and starts to heal.
Gonna get them out.
Yes.
I promise you that.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And you see her kind of starting to fiddle with the lace on her gloves, kind of just pulling at the skin on her hands, idly. Just.
You did really well.
Did you all see all of that as well?
Yeah. We did.
That was my friend. My dearest friend. No wonder everything felt so strange. She wasn't here.
Yeah.
And you just see the moment that tears threaten to bubble over, she just, with an energy that Ivor and Cora, you both would recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Just...
Dalavash?
Yes, my dear.
Can I ask you a favor?
Of course.
It doesn't have to be with us, but talk to someone. Please.
Who all did you say was freed?
Ivor would list out everyone.
Yeah, it's like, Well, I shall.
Thank you.
Did you say the children were freed?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Lily recently, Malik has been from the beginning.
So Malik has memory of all of this.
And the dreams.
And Lily as well, but she, not from the beginning. You did this as well.
But she was there for Walter.
Without a word, Dalavash walks, grabs her walking stick, and leaves the room, and heads downstairs.
Yeah.
You are left with a shattered mirror that the wooden frame is now budded with life of leaves and blossoms. Glass with a bit of Dalavash's blood on the floor.
Ivor's gonna mend the mirror.
Okay. You mend it. The glass is all back in place. There's no more blood. But the blossoms still seem to be there.
She wouldn't want to touch those.
Okay. So you just mend the glass.
Just the glass.
Okay. You
Also, hi, Raid.
Hello, Raid.
Hi, Raid!
Hi,
Raid,
Welcome
you guys
in.
hopped in a minute ago, but hi, welcome.
If you like
Do the spiel again.
if you like queer heavy D&D, please give us a follow. We stream every Monday.
And are always going this late.
Oh yeah.
And this
I know
hard.
too.
So
Yeah.
Later
Doesn't
than
stop
this.
us.
this late and
We
this
still have
hard.
maybe another hour or two left on the stream, more
Oh,
than
yeah.
likely.
Oh yeah.
We still have a birthday party.
Yeah, we still have a
We
birthday.
got a birthday party!
Through all the trauma, now we're gonna party.
I have to put my tie on my head.
Yeah.
Not yet, Magna hasn't started drinking.
I know.
I'm aware.
I'm waiting.
So,
Oh yay, Ivor's roughed up again, so...
well,
Winter's favorite.
before you all head downstairs, Thespis would make sure you're all cleaned up, no blood, no all that, because again, if you're all going to the birthday party,
Yeah.
There's no
Don't
blood
want-
at the birthday party.
No blood from freeing people. You might like eat shit. That's fine.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Listen, I don't
man.
expect most people in this party to stay sober. I do expect someone to eat shit.
We also all have to change.
That's true.
so,
That's true.
you all after I saw in the chat.
Hollis.
Where's this?
Fucking
She's
Hollis.
probably upstairs brushing her hair so she can be the prettiest girl at the party.
I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party. Thespis, it's just like, Thespis, are you a girl? It works for the bit.
Yeah,
works
just
for
let
the
me
bit.
have this.
A gender? I can do that.
I can do that.
I can do that.
Can you? Can you?
Wait, Thespis, you're not a girl. It's a quote. Never mind. Don't worry about
It's a
it.
bit. Don't worry.
It's all worth it. Just fuck it.
Like, fuck it. So, Thespis goes around and makes sure that everyone is okay. And, make sure that no one's, everyone's nose is cleaned up. Make sure, everyone's
There we go.
not entirely disheveled. The prettiest god
God at the party.
Eat shit, Meredith.
Meredith's not invited. So.
Meredith's not invited.
So Thespis will be the prettiest god at the party.
I feel like Beckett would actually cancel her own party if literally
Meredith showed up.
Meredith, Roger, or Gideon showed up.
That's
We're
fair.
done. We're not doing this. Goodbye.
I wasn't
Going
born
home.
today.
And I'm taking the birthday cake vodka with me.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah. You
Oh,
all,
bless.
God, it's like that scene in Knives Out. Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit. Definitely eat shit, eat shit.
I want to watch Knives Out. Fuck, Casper.
So good. So,
So good.
So, you all are kind of patched up. Thespis as well. That was, something. Thank you all for the help. I'm amazed I'm not as winded as last time, so Ivor, thank you. Are you okay?
It wasn't as difficult as Winter's.
Yeah, I kind of expected that. I don't think Meredith had any reason to be as closely tied with Dalawash. I think that something with the quarry made it harder for Meredith to get in.
Maybe.
I know that didn't she shake your hand first, Cora?
She did, yeah. But it was after Thespis was there. But I mean, I usually have a better time avoiding that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah. I've noticed that Richard and Claudius also kind of similar, aren't as stuck.
Well, I mean, yeah, Richard can control minds himself, so.
Yeah, it's really weird
I feel
to
like
see.
he might have a natural resistance to it.
Larkin also clearly doesn't like Gideon or Meredith.
Yeah,
and fights against it all the time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's Fae, so yeah. Meredith made a lot of oopsies.
Well, like we learned from Roger, she doesn't exactly get to pick.
She's also not a great god. Gonna be honest.
No, she's
not. You're right.
No. Yeah. No. Well, we're gonna use that to our advantage, big time.
Also, if we end up freeing Wallace before, we try to do everything. If you want, I can try taking the lead on that one too.
If we do, yeah.
Do you think that she's going to know
She
seems to be closely connected with Wallace specifically.
Yeah, that's my concern.
Yeah. But just,
I think that would probably be a right before situation.
Yeah.
I'm mostly worried about her using him as cannon fodder.
Yeah.
So I would want to free him before we do anything.
We definitely should free and insist and ask Larkin to help with that one. I feel like he'd bring a lot to the table with that.
Yeah. And I feel like if we free Wallace without Larkin, that is just asking Wallace to spiral.
It's also just asking Larkin to kill us. So.
Yeah. And I know that he couldn't kill me, but like he'd make it suck.
He'd try.
And it would suck.
Make it painful. Yeah.
Well, we would be second dead.
Yeah. Which would probably be worse, honestly.
That would also suck.
Yeah, don't do that. So we'll just agree to get Larkin first.
Yeah. I was planning on it. I'd want to get Larkin first.
And they kind of tap their own head and then they tap your forehead. Simpatico. Okay, good. So, well, we do have a party. If anyone's up for that, I kind of have been booked for the party, so I need to be there.
It's not like you planned it or anything.
No, only partially. Mostly.
Malik had a lot to do with it, so.
Almost like 95% of it, maybe.
Oh, Thespis, I didn't get to say it to you. I just got to yell it at Cora. Congratulations on the kiss, by the way.
You see, like blushing.
Yes, we were waiting for that to happen, and I don't know.
Blushing across the face and up the ears, just thanks. Yeah.
I was like, me too,
bitch!
Wait, you do a clicking thing with it?
Oh, shit!
There's steps to this?
I like to think that Magna is doing this.
Thespis would see Magna and would just like, okay, we're gonna roll with this over here, and just like...
Ignore Ivor. Yeah.
It's fine, she got the satisfaction she needed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you all, Thespis is like, well, if you all need to have some time to get ready, I can, and they snap their fingers. And now this is definitely a performance outfit. This is similar to the outfit that they wore at the last party. So, like, the cuffs around the ankles and the wrists that, like, lead to the flowy outfit, the little bells and the kind of like sort of the tube top S sort of thing that connects to the shoulderless sleeves. And, you know, she looks very nice.
Tasty.
And barefoot as they often like to be. And it's just like, If anyone else needs some help, let me know.
I will.
I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Well, we're going to get you all gussied up. Let's do this. So Thespis is basically, these outfits are going to be mostly for what you all would be comfortable wearing, to a party. What you all would like how you would like to be presented at this party. So Thespis would probably start with Magna, because Magna's like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
No idea.
So Thespis is mostly like, all right, what would you feel comfortable wearing? What do you want to wear to a party?
Clothes.
Okay, good start. It's not a skyclad party, so good choice.
I'm just like, what? What the fuck is that?
So what kind of clothes? Let's start with the top. What sort of top do you want to wear?
That fits.
That fits. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
I think you're just gonna have to make something for him. I don't think he knows.
Did you like what I made you last time?
Yes.
The romance novel sort of look?
I still think Amir liked it.
I don't know what that means, but I guess.
Did you like
okay.
Did you like the outfit that you wore to the last party?
Yes, there was a little bit of a breeze, and I thought that was fun.
Okay, cool. And at about that point, you are literally transformed into an outfit very similar. Okay. This one has a bit more detail work on it. This one has some some designs in the stitching of the collar and the undone vest that you're wearing. It's very nice, a very fancy belt buckle, and just it's nice. So you definitely look like romance novel, but amped up.
For some reason, you said belt buckle, and my mind immediately went, bell bottoms. And I'm like, no, he wouldn't.
Thespis wouldn't.
Not this party.
No,
not this party.
No, not this one.
Maybe a theme party, yes, but not this
later.
one.
I was like, that's the
Beckett will kick
looking
you out.
outfit.
Yeah. Beckett will kick you out.
No, this outfit is also somewhat catered to the kind of clothes that Beckett likes. So it's just kind of a more of, this is her day, we're gonna make it fancy. Thespis goes to you, Ivor. It's like, all right, what do you have in mind?
Sorry, I'm having flashbacks to fucking middle school. Oh. And just bell bottoms, especially in the winter time, just getting wet and cold and sorry, it's stuck in my head.
So that's just all right, Ivor, what do you have in mind?
I don't know. I've always had people designing and picking out things for me. I kind of really liked how Winter reacted at the last party we were at, but I don't know.
Do you want something eye-catching for Winter?
Maybe.
How are you with short dresses?
I've never worn one before.
Do you want to try one and see how it feels?
I do want to say, she did ask me on an actual date, so maybe save the big thing for then.
Okay, I can do that.
Maybe I can amp myself up for wearing something shorter.
Okay.
By that point.
All right, so we'll start tonight with a knee-length dress. Can I work your way up?
Okay.
Or would you like mid-shin? Maybe start a little lower.
Maybe a tea dress.
Yeah, a tea dress.
Magic.
Okay. And that's just kind of. And so Ivor, you'd probably be in something that has a similar uppercut of it covers the chest, but it's it shows the upper, and also akin to what Thespis is wearing, shoulderless little sleeves, probably almost like a cuff sleeve, and it's a very nice cocktail dress, but it would go down to just below the knees and would have a couple of layers to kind of floof it out a little bit. Stuck
petticoats.
Yeah, little petticoats. Because it's trying to incorporate what your aesthetic seemed to be like before, and kind of working you to that comfortable, like, more modern dress.
Yeah.
And stuck with the same, like, deep emerald green, with, like, little gold accents, like a little black belt around to kind of, like, accentuate the waist, gold trimming on the dress.
It's so good.
So yeah, and you have, like, matching black heels. So
this is better than a shopping episode.
You just
design us clothing, Casper.
We just get clothes. We just get clothes put on our bodies.
And so Thespis
we don't have to change this time. They're just being created.
Yeah. So Thespis turns to you, Cora, and it's like, okay, what do you have in mind?
I have worn everything that I could think of. So honestly, I'm curious what you think of.
Now, is that you want me to dress you in what I want to see you in?
Sure. As long as it's appropriate.
Oh, yeah, no, duh.
Okay.
This is so cute.
What kind of mood am I in?
What kind of mood am I in?
Oh, man.
This is a challenge.
Oh, you know.
Also, just out of curiosity, Dimitri's still in the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dimitri has to suffer through this.
Dimitri's okay, cool, awesome.
That's just gonna turn their attention on Dimitri next. Just your next bitch. Come here.
Dimitri's bracing himself for it.
From what he knows is coming.
Yep. So that's just And you look down, and Cora, what you are in is like, we're gonna start from the bottom up. You are wearing, like, knee-high boots with the slightest heel. Very, like, they seem to be, like, handmade, very sturdy. Kind of definitely, like, shaping, like, hugging the shape of your calf, as you are wearing tight pants that are kind of like, you know, the aesthetic of, like, horse riding pants, like that sort of look? Like, that sort of
riding breeches.
Yeah. That, and then on top you have what looks to be, like, very, like, classic royal top garb. So it's like, it's got, like, the trimmed shoulders, and it goes to just that perfect length with some buttons up the side. It definitely hugs in a very comfortable way. It's just, like, not like a tight corset or anything, but just kind of holding everything in place. With very intricate design work. Instead of going with, like, the golds and, like, the gem colors, they have gone with, like, more purples for, like, a royal depth, like purple and silver sort of look. That's kind of like the elegant, like, folded, like, one side kind of goes in as it's folded over, and it's like the lapels with, like, the white tones. And it has, like, nice long tailcoats on the back that probably go to about the back of your knees, with, like, a slight flare, and just, you know, like, nice gloves. So just very regal, but, like, you feel like you're ready to get into, like, a sword fight sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Thespis is just like,
satisfied?
Oh yeah.
We can leave the room if you want.
Thespis kind of just doing a circle with their finger. Please.
Okay. She would.
I feel like we should leave.
Okay, Dimitri, your turn.
Actually,
I'm satisfied.
I think we should stay.
And Dimitri's just...
I do think you should stay for this as well.
And Dimitri's just... That's what's like, well, you can't dress like that to the party. And Dimitri's, I dress like this to every party. What are you talking about? This is my party outfit.
You don't have a choice this time.
Dimitri just...
We'll keep you here physically if we have to.
Thespis, I want to know what you think Dimitri should be wearing.
Now, Dimitri, just out of curiosity, this morning, did you, like, actually talk to Amir about it yet? Or no? And Dimitri just stiffens and is just...
They did come downstairs holding hands.
Thespis. Dimitri, did you guys talk? Did you guys the feelings? Did you finally tell Amir that you're fucking smitten for him? And Dimitri is just like that kind of tone that they're using is just like making it so much worse for Dimitri. And Dimitri.
Oh yeah.
Dimitri's. You see the faintest pink go over his cheeks, and it's just not exactly, not quite.
Dimitri, are you stuttering?
So what if I am?
Wait, no, you have to tell me. Is he blushing?
You have a bit of flush there.
No, there's the.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Oh, Dimitri, you're so sweet. What a love bug.
Ivor. And Thespis like, you can't even threaten her. You're a softie.
You saw how I died. You want to threaten me? Really?
Dimitri. Low blow.
They stayed.
Low blow.
Oh, I'm so glad that
you do it too. If you had that opportunity, you'd use it too.
Probably not, but okay. And Thespis just like, okay, well then I definitely need to wear you in put you in something that's going to make Amir want to talk.
Wear you in something.
Skin suit.
You have to wear your skin to this party, Dimitri.
It's like, Cora just. What happened?
That's when we learned that Thespis was the puppet master all along.
What the fuck just happened?
Wait a minute, I didn't. Okay.
I've been bamboozled. I don't appreciate it.
No, Thespis, that was a Casper mouth didn't cooperate.
Yeah.
Thespis like, I definitely got to put you in something that's gonna make Amir want to talk about his feelings because you two are disgusting. So, all right. Thespis. It's just kind of like eyeing Dimitri up and down, like, okay. And goes for, like, snaps their fingers. And what you see is Dimitri is now wearing some very nicely, again, they seem to be handmade, but they're not boots. They're more, like, very classy, almost like sandals, so like open-toed shoes, but they're very classy. Brown leather. His pants are a very pale tan, like bare, like almost like teetering on cream colored. And his top is a long sleeve, sort of like a pastel yellow. And there's like a very intricate design stitching with like kind of a slightly darker, almost like gold tinted yellow up the front. None of you players would recognize it, but this would be very traditional Filipino party garb. So the fabric is very thin. It's meant to block the sun's rays, but not overheat because the tropics. And it's just very comfortable. And Dimitri just kind of feels it as, I haven't worn something like this in a long time. Thespis, well, you look very dashing. So
looks very good. God damn it. Looks very good, Dimitri.
Thanks. And he like kind of just takes a moment as he's like kind of like appreciating it. Like, thanks. And Thespis is, I did make it yellow because that is Amir's favorite color. And Dimitri just, I've always been told I look good in yellow.
I love him.
He's so good.
So you are all now dressed for the party. And you do hear people kind of starting to come in downstairs. You can hear that like multiple people are arriving. You don't hear Beckett yet.
Of course not.
You know it's not a surprise party because like everyone's just talking about it, but
we're gonna pretend it's a surprise party.
Surprise.
Even though it happens every year, Beckett walks in. Oh, a birthday party!
Completely don't know what's happening.
Wow!
I wasn't expecting this at all.
You all will forget one year. So you all hear, and Thespis like, oh, all right, gotta head downstairs. And like Thespis says, look at you, Cora. We're dancing to this one. We're dancing at this one. All right. I gotta go. Bye. And Thespis kind of hurries out the door and like starts downstairs. And Dimitri just kind of like, he's kind of like adjusting the bottom of his shirt. He's kind of fidgeting a little bit. Just, well,
Right?
Yeah, I just, parties and me, not the most cozy, but I can do it.
Yeah.
But
You can also sneak away if you really need to.
I don't know. If I tell Wallace I'm done, I'll be allowed to leave. I know that.
Well, then who's going to mix me my drink? You owe me a drink.
I'm sure Richard can mix you something if you want to get really fucked up.
Oh, no. But you said.
All right, well, you better come get it before I leave.
Okay.
Hey,
Right.
Dimitri. You know that I'm only teasing, right?
I know, but...
And if you ever were really uncomfortable, you could just tell me to stop.
I would.
Okay.
But
Good.
thank you for the clarification.
You are really cute, though.
You can't see me, that doesn't count.
You are really cute, though.
Yes, I mean...
I'll take their word for it that you look really cute. You also just are really cute. Considering you were stuttering and blushing about Amir.
Wouldn't you know you were asleep when you did the arcane eye? Never mind. You have a way you can see him.
And with that, I need to get downstairs. And he leaves you all to whatever this is as Dimitri heads out and starts his way downstairs.
Also, Winter's going to be useless when she sees you.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I mean, I
gonna be
trust
useless.
Thespis, but do I look okay?
You look
Oh, yeah.
great.
Okay.
Like, really good.
Okay.
Winter's going to be useless. It's going to be really cute.
I know this sounds kind of shallow, but the scars aren't too much, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
And if I'm entirely honest, I don't think Winter cares about your scars.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want help walking down?
No, I'm okay. I
Okay.
know the stairs.
Yeah.
I'll
I
probably
still offer.
be following you guys, but I don't need a hand.
Okay.
Okay.
You all ready?
All right. You all head downstairs. You do see that most of town is here. Basically everyone at this point, besides the 3 baddies, or the 2 baddies and the one
Weak bitch.
Bitch.
Well, I meant like
Roger.
Roger's kind of neutral party at this point.
Oh, sorry.
But no,
I thought you were talking about Gideon.
Yeah, I also thought you were talking
The
about
I
baddie-
Gideon.
don't think of Gideon as a baddie
Oh, yeah,
anymore.
no. The baddie, the weak bitch, and the neutral party that you got to squint at.
Oh my.
They're not here. And Beckett and Darish are not here yet. But
Yeah.
most of the rest of town seems to be here and kind of fitting into this bar, this tavern, which seems to be able to quite comfortably accommodate. It's not spacious. There's not exactly a dance floor anymore, but like everyone's having a good time. You all would see, Cora Magna, you would see at one of the tables. Winter's kind of seated. She's already got a drink. You see that she's kind of staring at her cup, a little distant.
Mm-hmm.
She is wearing a nice suit, a well-tailored suit.
Oh boy.
Her hair has been pulled like back and out of her face.
Question, do we still have the mind link?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't you fucking dare.
Cora immediately
Oh yeah,
does.
we're immediately gonna be like
Cora and that door immediately like, hey.
immediately like, hey,
Yeah, Ivor.
hey, look at this.
Look at her. Look at her.
Look at
Look at
this.
So you would see Winter in her nice suit and her hair.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Pull back.
Stop it.
Not at all.
Stop it.
Look.
Stop it.
Do you see?
Good thing about this mind link is you just get it.
I mean, sometimes
you
it
just-
just happens.
Yeah, it just happens.
The image is so powerful that it
It is.
just
She's really pretty. She cleans up really nice.
It's a very fancy suit.
Just in the mind link. She's not doing this verbally.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cleans up really nice. No, you're not. And just grabs her arm. No, you're not.
Winter is kind of like
pushes her towards Winter.
Winter is kind of finagling the cup, and Ivor, the last bit you see through the mind link is Winter actually like looking up, and like you kind of make eye contact with like those deep blue eyes. You see like the little scars on her face, and you see she's put on a little bit of makeup, but not a lot, just a little bit. And that's kind of about when, because you're now in the way of Magna and Cora.
Cora just pushes her just a little bit.
And Winter
enough to make her fall.
Oh yeah, no.
Go.
Winter kind of perks up. Magna and Cora, you see Winter just hi. And just like red cheeks and just gets a little
just in the mind link, she's blushing. Like full on blushing. Looked you up and down.
Really good job.
She looked you up and down. Have a good night. just pulls out of the just goes away.
You, Ivor, like Winter does get up and she walks over and she's like, "You look amazing."
Thanks.
Are you okay? Are you feeling all right? Would you like to have a seat?
Cora she saw what you look like. The thing that I can do.
Well, and she kind of like adjusts her tie. What do you think?
Oh,
it can't be that bad. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just thinking
about
how to speak.
Well, you don't need to worry too much about that. I never think of how to speak. It just sort of happens.
Yeah, that's not how it works with me.
Oh. We'll work on that.
You do look really, really, really. That's a lot of really.
I mean, you can keep going. It's fine.
I'm enjoying this. Please keep going.
You look really nice.
Thank you. Would we like to take a seat?
Might be a good idea.
All right. And she kind of offers you her arm, and you feel like her elbow come near you. Mm-hmm. And she walks you over to the table, and she pulls out your seat and has you sit down. Magna and Cora, like as soon as they both get seated, you see like in a posture that it's like there are times that you would see the Dwyers and you could see one of them and just easily imagine the other person in the exact same pose. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those situations where Winter is just like while talking to Ivor, just like this like smitten fucking just like stare, and it's like a very similar posture that you could imagine Walter in, and she's just like, just kind of got her legs a little spread out as her elbows resting on the table, and she's just watching Ivor as they talk.
It's so good, Casper.
Good.
Around the bar, what you see.
This is the queer content I'm here for.
It's been a minute since we've had a nice night. Let's go.
Yeah. You would see kind of around the bar. Thespis is kind of getting a little seated up with the little stage. Hitchwire's boombox is there and is playing some music in the background. You do see Hitchwire standing next to Thespis, kind of like explaining, like you can just hear them just talking. Hitchwire keeps seeming to point to the boombox, so maybe some upgrades, maybe some fixes, and some patches were done.
Don't kick it this time.
Don't kick it this time. I don't want to work on fixing that again.
If it breaks one more time, ask Richard.
Yeah.
Right. Get you a new one.
Yeah, I am done.
I love Hitchwire.
Hitchwire's so good.
You see, Mikhail is kind of seated at a table near where Hitchwire and Thespis are, and like Mikhail seems to have sat at a chair that's close to Hitchwire. it's kind of just watching the party. It's like they're there, but they're kind of just there out of like social obligation more than anything.
Because they want to be there.
No, they don't really want to be there.
They want to be home.
Yeah.
They don't like this.
You see Wallace and Larkin are both behind the bar, kind of prepping some, they're getting some things put together. You see them kind of walking back and forth between like the big table that the food was set at and kind of setting up a buffet table basically of like party snacks, but it's like good shit. Like, it's like when you go to a party at like the rich person's house, because this is for Beckett.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lady of high standards. A lady of distinguished taste. They're setting up the bar. You see Amir and Birin are coming in and have like just baskets full of various baked goods. You see Dimitri is like behind the bar, and like before Amir like goes over to the table, he actually makes a stop, and you just see Dimitri, and like Amir kind of pulls out a poppy seed muffin, just like puts it down in front of Dimitri. I got you. I made you a little something. And you see like him getting a little pink in the face, like you look really nice, by the way. And Dimitri just kind of stiffens, and you see him getting a little pink, and just thank you.
A little nervous.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh.
And Amir just kind of gently pushes the muffin more towards Dimitri. It's like, make sure you eat before you start your shift. And he carries the rest of the baskets with Birin's help over to the food table. You would see Dalavash has very quickly composed herself. You see that it's like, she has refixed her hair. She has, her hands, it looks like nothing's happened. Her dress is all perfect and prim, practically perfect in every way. As
she is perfect.
Yeah.
She is perfect.
Not practically perfect. She is perfect. Dalavash is perfection.
As she is, seated with and like kind of watching the kids, and you can tell like the kids are there, but you can kind of tell by like the way that Dalavash is watching things that the kids are probably not going to be staying long.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Have your fun while you're here.
Because you're
going immediately home.
Yeah, or you're going upstairs. Here very soon. You see, Richard and Claudius are kind of helping back. Like you see them kind of going back and forth between the back and the bar. And like the amount of liquor bottles that you see being provided is like you're seeing ones in colors you don't recognize. You're seeing like these vibrant blues and greens and like all of these vodka bottles, like these weird logos on it of like different flavors. There's just a fuck ton of booze that Richard has provided for this party.
Oh, jeez.
And you can tell by like the way Richard's walking that he may have already dipped into some of it.
That makes sense.
Of course he did.
Oh Lord. Okay.
He has not had...
even if he didn't have a bad day, like,
but especially because he had a terrible day and he has his coping mechanisms. So he's a little tipsy, especially because he is a vampire. He can't exactly get trashed off of booze alone. He needs to wait until other people start drinking.
Valid.
So, and you see Claudius is like kind of keeping an eye on Richard, but like, yeah. And everyone seems to just, the energy seems to be light. You can tell that like Mikhail's a little tense. Dalavash is clearly like keeping herself composed. But for the most part, things are seeming pretty good. Eventually Beckett would show up. Not too long after. Well, not too long after the party sets up. It's like perhaps they were waiting for everyone else to get there before having Beckett show up. And Beckett walks in, like,
distractor Darish.
Yeah, and so like Darish opens the door, and like Beckett walks in, and like everyone's like you just hear like the "Hey Beckett, happy birthday!" And you see Beckett just, oh wow, I did not expect this at all, and like this
I never would have guessed,
because this doesn't happen every
fucking
year.
Forget.
Yeah, when will you forget?
God, I wish you would forget now.
Yeah. But like very quickly after, like Claudius kind of trots on over, and it's like happy birthday, and like pulls her into a hug, and she she gives a hug, and she sees Malik.
Here, have some booze.
Yeah, you're gonna need it. But like sees Malik and is like, kind of just this teasing, like, you little snitch, you never let them forget, do you? And kind of like ruffles his hair a little bit.
It's like, no, not at all.
No, never.
Malik just gives up. No, like, nope, don't forget. And the party begins. There are various people that you can talk to. Basically anyone. Everyone for the most part's kind of settled in. So whoever you guys want to talk with, you let me know and we'll set the scene. We'll start with Magna.
Okay.
Who are you looking to talk to at least first?
Who wants to get his drink from Dimitri before he leaves?
Okay. So
before he dips.
Right.
Drink.
You head over to Dimitri, and you do see that Richard is at the bar, kind of just like leaning on it, just talking with Dimitri, and sees you come over, and it's like, oh, don't let me stop you. Place your order. And he's kind of like fiddling with his glass in front of him. And Dimitri's kind of, oh, all right, Magna, what can I get you?
Something.
You want something sweet, something sour, something strong, something mild?
I didn't think I would get this far.
Do you like juice, or do you want something fizzier?
Juice sounds good.
Juice. Okay. Fuzzy navel, screwdriver.
I'm not fluent in that language.
I do have a fuzzy navel, thank you.
How did you know?
Are you hitting on me? Is that what this is? Do you want to see my fuzzy navel? That's a little weird to me, or is that like a your world thing?
Is that like is your universe, is that like a thing that you'd say?
So,
Christ.
Magnus says, I'm not fluent in that language, and Dimitri just orange juice.
Oh,
peach. Screwdriver is basically orange juice and vodka. Fuzzy navel is orange juice and peach schnapps. You can sometimes add in vodka.
Okay, because I just know ale.
Do you want ale, or do you want to try something new?
I want to try something new.
Okay. Do you want a lot of alcohol or not a lot of alcohol? Do you want to taste the alcohol or no?
This is a bad idea, but surprise me.
You see just this little grin. Never.
He's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, I know. I know. Who cares?
You're gonna end up with that tie on your head sooner than you thought.
I know. That's what I'm gunning for.
You see that grin, and Dimitri just thought you'd never ask. And he turns around and he starts messing with the bottles. You see him like feeling for one, and kind of like you can tell like someone has put Braille labels on all the bottles as he's kind of
Dalavash.
Yeah.
It's a fair assumption.
Richard pulls all the bottles in, and Dalavash makes it so Dimitri can read them. Because it would be very hard for Richard to pull them in with the Braille, because they would have to have the Braille.
That's a very specialized thing.
Yeah.
So you see him like messing with the bottles, and Richard is kind of like leaning up, again, still leaning on a bar, sipping on a drink, and just, so are you much of a drinker?
Casual.
A casual drinker.
I mean, occasionally we would have something with food, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there will be food, and as they say, you don't want to drink on an empty stomach. But I hope that you have a good time tonight. And you can tell that he's like a little tipsy. I want you to roll perception real quick. Yeah, it would actually be perception, because this isn't going to be on Richard. Roll perception for me.
Oh, what the hell? Perception?
Yes.
Oh, you are letting me use that feat all day.
Hey.
I think I said
21 again.
21.
I keep rolling 13s.
Richard kind of like gives a little like a bit of an inebriated chuckle, of like, so are you yourself a party person? And the chuckling is kind of like, it almost sounds encouraged, like he's kind of letting loose. He's kind of letting go of the stresses that have kind of been weighing on him. And like before you can respond, like Richard kind of looks over, kind of distracted, and calls out to some of the people of like, like, any liquor requests on me? And he gives like a much more hearty laugh.
But Richard, you don't have any fucking money.
And
I'm still about that.
In one of the reflections of some of the hanging pictures behind him, you see a figure appear, and Richard, in a chuckle, kind of mutters something to himself in a language that you don't recognize. I will tell you, though, Jason, that he is an educated man from the 1800s. It would be Latin, likely.
Yeah, I don't know that.
No, Magno would not know Latin.
I do not know that one.
And as he kind of looks back over, you see, instead of a reflection of what would be his reflection in like some of the glass frames, you see what you would assume to be his god. And what you see, who has decided to champion Richard of all people, is a god who is much bigger in stature, much fuller in stature. You see a like cloth has wrapped around him with like leopard print, and you see hair has been kind of pulled back with long curls, olive skin, dark hair, holding a wine glass with a boisterous laughter. The god of indulgences, vices, and parties, Dionysus, has entered the chat.
So shocking.
Yeah,
That's so shocking.
As Richard,
who would I guess?
As Richard,
no one
encourages everyone else to drink and party and let go, as Richard offers to keep the liquor flowing. And yeah, the chat has made a point. Being bigger in stature than Richard isn't hard.
Yeah, he's small.
But you see, and this god seems to be quite a powerful one. Some of the gods you've seen have been not less powerful, but like in a sense of perhaps a smaller following. The energy you're getting from this reflection is quite large. Not quite like Palor and Bahamut, but like up there. But it's just like a brief glance. So that you're kind of getting that little frame as Richard is losing himself in the intoxication. Dimitri turns back around, and it puts in front of you a relatively nice mixed drink. There's no like fancy layers or anything, but like it seems it's basically, he would have made you a fuzzy navel, but with vodka in it. And I know there's a term for that, but it's basically orange juice, peach schnapps, and vodka. And that would be kind of pushed out in front of you. Just don't drink it too quickly, but...
Is it a hairy navel?
That's it. I think that's it. But just,
The more you talk about it, the more I'm like, I don't know if I want to drink this. It doesn't sound great.
They taste super good.
Oh, I bet they do.
Just a weird name, I know.
Yeah, just going into it as somebody who wouldn't have any idea what you're talking about. Just like, oh...
Yeah. My mom was a bartender, and that was like the first drink she ever made for me. So like whenever I think mixed drinks, first thing that comes to mind. Oh, nice. But he kind of pushes the drink out in front of you, and he would list it. It's orange juice, peach schnapps, has a sweet note, and vodka, which is a potato based strong. Take a sip.
I mean, he's gonna pick up his glass and he's gonna drink it.
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll Constitution yet.
Oh,
but like your first drink.
The more you drink, well, you also just started drinking it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want to also figure out. Thespis is kind of busy with setting up the entertainment and all that. So where does Cora go?
I was trying to figure that out.
Beckett has since seated at a table with Darish, and she seems welcome to company.
Yeah.
You do have a gift.
Yeah, I do, yeah. Yeah, she'll probably go upstairs and get it because she didn't bring it down immediately.
Okay.
Leave it to where, like, holding it to where the back is showing, not the front.
Okay.
And then just walk over to where Darish and Beckett are.
Okay. And Beckett and Darish see you come over, and and Beckett's, Cortana, right?
Cora. Yes.
Cora.
Either works.
Well, thank you for coming. It's the same shit every year.
It's nice, though. People remembering.
It is nice. It's nice. And she kind of eyes...
Happy birthday.
Thank you. She kind of eyes the painting and gives like a... How's that for me?
Yes, it is. Wasn't sure what to do, but I hadn't picked up a brush in a while and thought it'd be a good time to. So, and then just hand it, still the back turned towards Beckett, because she couldn't wrap it. Like, it just couldn't.
Yeah.
Just, I'd be like it.
And Beckett takes it, and as she takes it, she kind of turns it so it's facing her, and you see her, just taking in the colors, the strokes, the style.
And for Jason, it's in the chat. I can share it later.
Oh, cool.
Because it's a oil painting.
Yeah.
And the peacock is the traditional, like, blue and green. Stop it. Blue
no,
and green.
I'm laughing because I opened it and it was just that stupid gift of the monkey. Oh, it's the monkey.
Becca just...
That was a while ago.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it.
No, it's the peacock.
Oh, no, that's really pretty.
It's got a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is Gideon."
Yeah.
That's enchanted it to dance.
Beckett might keep it if that's a can.
That would be so good. It's two peacocks, very traditional colors.
That's really
Their
cool.
tails folded up, not plumed out. And then the background is just streaks, very kind of abstract-ish streaks of just different vibrant colors. And I can share it on Twitter later.
Okay.
But it's very pretty. And it's textured because it's oil painting.
Beckett takes it in, and you can see her kind of like comparing to light to make sure it's dry. And in seeing that it is, she very, very gently kind of trails her fingers over it. She seems to really like it. It's been quite a while since I got in a painting. You did this.
I did. It's been a while since I've painted anything, and I've never given a painting to anyone. So, it's pretty special.
Well, limited edition, that's my thing.
Yeah. I figured.
No, you could possibly make quite a pretty penny off of something like this. Not in these parts, clearly, but...
Are you telling me you're going to sell the painting when you get back?
No, this is a limited edition. I'm keeping this one.
I'm keeping this till you die, and then I'm selling it.
Then I'm selling it. So much
and I am part elf, so I will outlive you.
Oh, absolutely will, yeah.
But no, but it's like, no, I'm saying you should. Trust me. I primarily get my money, my wares are more of the enchanted and, kind of looks to her sword, as Winter has called it, the sharp, shiny shit, the SSS. And kind of Winter, Beckett puts the knife down.
So good.
Your sword was actually what inspired that painting.
You know, that's my favorite sword.
I had a feeling.
And she puts the painting down, like leans it against the table. It's like, I really like this, thank you.
I'm glad. I can do more.
Well, I would certainly not be opposed to more artwork if you find inspiration in my direction.
Good to know.
So that's an invitation to paint Beckett, right?
Yes, it is. That's what's happening now. I've got another painting planned before then, so I'll get to that one, but I have another thing planned.
So you see at this point, Darish is looking over the painting, and she seems also to be very pleased. It's like, she's like, I love the colors. You did very well.
Thank you.
So Beckett was like, didn't you want a card game?
If you're willing to do that today, sure.
Becca kind of looks at the table in front of her and just... What's your game of choice?
Why don't we go with birthday party, since it's your day. Pick yours.
Always quite one for the classics. A good blackjack. You play?
Sure. I was taught some of it, so...
Well, I'll go easy on you only so I can teach you a few things.
And then once I learn it, you can go a lot harder. It's fine.
Oh, certainly. Where did I put my dice?
I don't fucking know, Casper. Where'd you put them?
I don't fucking know. Where'd they go?
I don't know. How are we playing this game?
Where the fuck are my dice?
Yeah, just grab us.
I ate them. I put them in my mouth.
God damn it! Did you ask for their consent?
Yes.
Where did they go?
Jason ate them.
No. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I was leaning my phone against my dice holder so I could see the chat, so I couldn't see my fucking dice. Okay.
Things like this are really nice because you can't lose them.
I found it.
Yeah, mine's all just sitting right in front of me.
All right, where's my Beckett D20?
Mine rattle at me. If I step on them, they like to rattle at me. Like a fucking rattlesnake.
There's my Beckett D20.
I've got a very nice,
brown and gold.
Very well advertised dice tray, and I very much like it.
Come on.
I got this from
It's not fucking
convention that I went to.
My friend made this for me for Christmas.
I think this is Charisma +3, I think is what they're called. It's a company, they go to Gen Con frequently, and they had a dice tray and a dice set, and actually it was the blue glittery dice set that I have that came with this when I bought it. They're a very nice company. Their dice boxes are really pretty.
Nice.
Anyways, now that we're done advertising our things.
So, basically,
I think it was Charisma +3.
you are both going to roll sleight of hand.
Oh, Beckett's gonna win that one.
And yeah, basically sleight of hand.
Beckett's gonna win that one. He's gonna okay.
Oh, what did you roll? Is that
What'd you roll?
Beckett won. Unless Beckett got a natural 1, Beckett won.
Did you add anything to it?
It's +3, so a 4, but it's still a natural 1.
You crit failed? Do you want to know what Becca got? Do you want to know?
Nat 20?
She got a 24.
Oh, never mind.
It was a 19 +5. So you get...
Cora did say that Beckett was going to beat her when she first asked her to play cards with her.
She's not lying. She knows Beckett's gonna beat her. I just didn't expect that spectacularly. I can't add anything to it because I don't have a skill in it.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah, Becca's got that good old expertise.
Cora doesn't have it inside of her.
So, Cora.
I can't add anything to it from my subclass either.
That first round of blackjack, you get your ass fucking handed
Beckett
to.
her.
It's almost sad. Like, Beckett every now and then is like... and, just... even Darish is like... Oof. And Beckett's like, you know... it's still fun. Like, she doesn't rub it too badly in your face.
Yeah, but like a little bit. Just
a little bit. But, like, it's not terrible.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, you know, you lose spectacularly.
So badly.
And Beckett just... Is this not your game, or do you want to try again?
I'd like to try again. I want to learn it.
All right. Beckett's going to give you a few tips, and you are going to roll again with advantage.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
So, roll with
oh,
advantage.
God. Yep. Are you fucking serious?
Is this not...
Did you roll another nat 1? One of them
was a natural 1. 7.
Oh my god.
Beckett.
Parties. Cora forgets how to be a person. What is it about fucking parties?
You guys have another round. You hold up a smidgen better. Because Beckett also didn't roll too terribly well, so she was like really holding herself back. Was being nice, and you still lost. And Beckett, you can tell Beckett's having a good time.
That's all that matters in the long run. That's all Cora wants. She knew going into this she was not gonna succeed. She knew this.
But you're actually getting some like kind of hearty chuckles from Beckett. She's not the whole full laugh kind of person, but like you're getting some hearty chuckles from her. And yeah, Ivor.
There's one more round, right?
Yeah.
I would like to make Cora's next roll an 18.
Oh, thanks.
Basically using the mind link of kind of maybe slipping one of Beckett's tells.
Okay. All right. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll allow
just
it.
Kind of like
so 18.
If she clears
21.
if she clears a throat more than twice, she's probably got a bad hand.
So that would be an 18 plus 1, you said?
20. It's 21 total.
21. Okay, 21 total.
Yeah. I want to roll. It's not going to affect anything. I just want to know what I would have rolled. Thank you.
What was it going to be?
2. I rolled a 4 2.
Oh my god. No way.
Those dice need to go to dice jail.
No, the thing is, all of the dice that I pre-rolled, I used. All fucking 5 of them. I got 2 natural 1s, 2 natural 4s, and 1 natural 2.
Cass,
what did she get?
Roll?
No, this is at that.
Oh, okay.
What you?
All 4, all fucking 5 dice. I'm so mad. 21 total.
21. Okay, so she still wins, but by like 1 point.
Oh my god.
Like this is a good game. Like you two are neck and neck.
Yeah.
And like you can tell by like the faces she's making that she's like, ooh, like enjoying the catch up, the redemption,
Mm-hmm. The redemption arc.
Yeah.
May not win, but she's figuring it out.
Oh yeah.
Not really. She's a fucking cheater. But
well, here's the thing. You finish the round, and Beckett's like, kind of leans in. I'll tell you a trade secret. All right. And you see as she like kind of leans her sleeves up, you realize the kind of cut that she has of her shirt.
Yeah.
The quite flowy sleeves.
Like a cheating bitch.
She kind of like does like a you barely see it, and like you did not notice this the entirety of the game you were playing, like all the rounds you played. You never noticed her, but like you see her literally just tuck her fingers in and pull out some cards, and just like a card in between each of her hands, just doesn't hurt.
Your towel showed a little bit there.
Oh, my towel. Oh, you caught my towel. How so?
Ivan might have
Don't
helped.
tell her what it is.
And just
Don't tell her what it
Ivan
is.
might have helped.
You had some outside help. Good
I
stuff.
wonder who it could be.
I did sail for a bit before coming here.
You know what? I think we have to play more often.
I love that.
Kind of like to see the gold in her eyes, just like she's having a good time. And so she would say like she would say in Thieves Can't, like, it's just another game here soon.
Looking forward to it.
And she kind of settles back in her seat, and she starts like kind of shuffling her cards again. You would at that point hear, and after this we're gonna go back to Ivor, but like at this point Richard has seemingly found a way to get himself trashed. In the time he has been like, I do not want to process my feelings, so I shall drink them instead.
Healthy.
Not
healthy, but valid.
Not healthy. Considering that one of the things Gideon did was reduce Richard to his drug habits, which is not very nice. Richard kind of stumbles over and has kind of walked up to the table with Beckett. And you as well, Cora, so you're there and you see him. Last time you saw him, you knew he wasn't doing well.
Yeah.
And now you see this.
Yeah.
And Richard just kind of comes on over and it's like, oh, we're playing a card game. Oh, those are the best. And he kind of looks at you. It's like, how bad did she kick your ass?
I got up at the end there a little.
Oh, a classic underdog tale. We love to see it. Beckett, what do you want for your birthday? Beckett, anything? You say the word, and he opens a portal. I can get you something to enhance the experience of this party. Perhaps something for you and the missus later. And Beckett just... Richard, did you offer to get me liquor and sex toys? And Richard just... Yes. What else would I
No shame. No shame.
I mean, if that's what you want. If not, I can get something else. But no, here, Beckett, it is your birthday, so I feel you simply must. And he pulls out a bottle of birthday cake vodka. But this is the good brand. You can get some really cheap shits in this flavor, but this is the good kind. The stuff that won't completely wreck your body afterwards. You should be fine. You should be... And... as he's kind of prattling, you can tell Beckett, she's not upset.
No.
She seems kind of like, yeah, this is Richard. Yeah, and
this is on brand.
She's amused, you know, and it's like, this is how Richard shows that he has something in his heart for them. So it's like, oh, well, thank you, Richard. After that, like, Claudius comes on over, and you've seen before, Beckett and Claudius have quite a rapport. Beckett and Claudius are friends as well. And Claudius comes over and sees Richard being it's like, Richard, are you behaving over here? Richard's like, do not start to ask me these questions.
Behaving?
I have yet to begin to defile myself. If nothing else, I could get a lot worse if you want me to. I could ruin all this, but I'm not. I am being nice. I gave Beckett some alcohol, and I have offered some other treats if she so wishes. That's up to her. I'm only here to provide the best. And Claudius is like, all right, I was just making sure that you weren't causing too much trouble or making too much of a ruckus. You know, I know how you can get at parties, and I don't want you going overboard. And like, there's a beat of silence, and Cora, you would be able to guess what's going through Richard's head?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't want me here. So Richard just, all right, well, you, and kind of pats Claudius's arm. You have fun with your friend over here, and kind of points to Beckett. You two have a great time. I will bid my adieu later. And he starts to walk off, and Claudius is like, no. Hold on. And Claudius like goes after Richard, and Beckett just... He'll be fine. And kind of like watches as Claudius catches up with Richard. But at that point, Beckett would actually kind of like, another round? One while we still have the table? Okay.
Sure.
All right. Now we're going to head to Ivor with Winter. You are with Winter, but you do hear other people. When some people come up to the table to like talk to Winter. You can tell that when it's just the two of you, she's much more mellow than you're used to, Winter, at these kind of things. But like, when people come around, she's doing well at like, hey, keeping the energy up. But you can tell that she's not in her normal high peppy party spirits. But she does seem to be enjoying herself. There are other people at the party you could go talk to. It seems that plenty of people are coming over and kind of poking in with Winter. So you feel if you got up and went towards other people's voices, that Winter would not be left alone, if you so wished.
I don't feel like she really would.
Okay.
Especially considering, like, the past few days.
Yeah.
So she'd probably just stick there for the most part.
Okay.
If anyone came up and talked to her, she would talk to them, but yeah.
Okay. So you two are kind of just hanging out, talking. You can tell that she seems to still be quite in control. Like, she's not getting ridiculous. She's not getting emotional. She's not getting wild. But her speech is getting a smidgen slurred. She's been enjoying the drinks. And you all end up talking for a bit. And after a while, up would come the kids, Lily and Malik. And you hear Lily just like, hey, Auntie Winter, are you sure we can't stay just a little bit longer? Delavaj says we gotta go upstairs here soon. And that's about when you hear Richard go, I have yet to begin to defile myself. And Winter's, no, you should probably start going upstairs here soon. And Lily's like, but you always send us away when it starts to get good. And Winter, no, I start to send you away when it starts to get wild. There's a difference. When you are old enough, you can join in the fun. But I don't think you want to see any of these people get into the states that you're going to see them get into. And Lily, like Ivor, you can feel the puppy dog eyes on you. You don't need to see them.
Oh, no.
You can feel them. And just like, but I want to stay and hang out. Right, Ivor, we should get to stay and hang out. It's Beckett's birthday. That's Malik's sister.
Lily.
What was the first part?
Just Lily.
Ivor?
I don't have any say over your aunt.
Well, you kind of do. You're her girlfriend, so, I mean, you could help.
Is that the word you've been using?
Yeah?
Just, like, turning her head towards Winter.
And Winter, is there another word that you would prefer?
No, that's okay. I can walk upstairs with you, Lily, if you want. You can tell me secrets about your aunt.
And Winter
just embarrassing stuff.
And Lily just, okay. I'm gonna tell some really juicy secrets. And Winter is like, oh, go for it, honey.
Try it.
Try it. You didn't know me in college. Try
Amazing.
And Lily just, I will.
I will. Thanks for the challenge.
Yeah, literally. So you have gotten Lily and Malik to agree to go upstairs, and you can tell that it's starting to get a little rowdy. You can tell it's, liquor is a flowing and
not a place for children.
You see so Magna and Cora, if you looked over, you would see Ivor getting up and like kind of walking with the kids. Mm-hmm. Lily would have taken your hand, Ivor, and it's just kind of like mindlessly just holding your hand as you walk. Like, she's not really guiding you. She's just walking with you. And so this one time when we were traveling around, this was before we came here, obviously. One time we were traveling around and we wanted to go on a road trip, and they really only ever got like one day off a year, so we couldn't really go that far. But so we were driving, and well, I wasn't driving, but Daddy was driving. And then the car stopped working, which was weird because we had a really nice car, and so we had to pull over to the side of the road, and we were kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we were really trying to figure out what to do. Well, I wasn't trying to figure out what to do. I was inside the car, but they started yelling, and then someone else started driving by, and I mean, I don't know if you know, but they can endure a lot. especially they used to. So my Auntie Winter decided that the best way to get the pieces that we needed for the car is that someone was driving by and Winter pretended to get hit. Scared the the crap out of the person who was driving. And then when the person got out of their car, Winter basically said that they could either help them get towed or they can get sued. And it was really funny because the person seemed very scared. And the funny thing is, I don't think my Auntie Winter would have sued them, but they thought that she would. It was funny.
Your aunt's a bully.
Well, she's not as bad as she used to be.
We knew that.
She's not as bad as she used to be. But she also, if someone's going to, in her words, if someone is going to be going over 100 in a Mercedes in that side of the country, they probably deserve it. He was kind of mean.
The thing is Ivor is like nodding and like listening to the story. Half of the words that Lily is saying, she does not fucking understand.
He had a comb over. A comb over. Whatever that means.
Love Lily. I love her so much.
She's so good.
God bless.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the story.
Love her. I love her so much.
Yeah. Huh. What else? And like you're like starting to walk up the stairs at this point. And so Auntie Winter told me this one story. She told me this. I don't think she thinks I remember it, but I do because. But this one time, Steel trap. She told me this one time in college, and she was a big party person in college. One time, yeah. Like I've heard about her, getting really drunk and dancing on tables and stuff. They called it a Coyote Ugly. I haven't been allowed to see that movie yet, but I guess it's not appropriate. But so this one time she was dating this guy, and they went to a party together, and he was trying to get her to do. Well, okay. So here's the thing. She told me this like censored version of this story. I've had to fill in the pieces and make a few assumptions, but it seems like her boyfriend at the time wanted to do some adult stuff at the party, but Winter didn't want to do the adult stuff at the party. So basically she kind of coerced him to go into a back bedroom and then said that she was going to go change and then locked him in the room for a few hours and went and enjoyed the rest of the party and only let him out for him to drive her home. That's one of my favorites.
It's a good story. I like that one.
Yeah, he didn't last long. I only saw him once.
Doesn't seem like he was a very good guy.
No. Also, he drove a moped. Do you know what a moped is?
I'm going to be honest with you, Lily. I don't understand most of the things that you're saying.
I get that a lot, but I feel like it's probably for different reasons than what I'm used to hearing.
It's very different. We're just from different worlds, that's all.
Okay, so a moped is like something that you use to move around on, and it's like do you have bicycles?
I don't know what that is either.
It's like a one-man carriage, and it's very tiny, and its wheels move on its own because of technology. You gotta put gas in it sometimes. Anyway, he drove a moped.
The thing is, it's what Ivor is picturing is not at all like a bicycle
Magna all over again.
It's Magna and Walter all over again. Like, no, he had a moped, and he had like the clashiest bumper stickers on. Like, you're supposed to put bumper stickers on the back of a car, and it's like, fancy stuff. But he had them all over his moped. Like, in my daddy's words, like a trashy guitar case. And it looked real bad, and apparently he had put one over the keyhole, but like had cut a key, so like his key kept getting stuck in it because of the gooey stuff on the bottom of the sticker. And one time apparently he got his key stuck in the moped and wasn't able to stop it and crashed into a mailbox.
Lily?
What?
I've known you for about a week. I love you so much.
Oh, shucks. You know what?
I love it.
You're pretty cool. You know what? I think I'll keep you.
Oh, good to know.
Not Winter, Lily.
I'm glad I made the cut.
Yeah, I have very high standards for my aunt.
You should.
Or my daddy.
You should.
And just so you know, if you hurt my aunt, I'm gonna come for your
Baseball
knees.
bat to the face. Baseball bat to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You heard what I did to Gideon's face, right?
I would not survive.
No. Mm-mm. Damn right. I mean, darn right.
I love her so much.
Love her.
So I didn't hear that.
In my defense, my daddy taught me these words.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't mean to, but he did.
Mm-hmm. But he did.
So at about this point, you would get up to the bedroom, and Lily would have walked with you to where the room that they're staying in, and just, well, this is my stop. Have fun.
Do you want something to soften the blow?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want something shiny or do you want something cool?
I want something cool.
Okay. She's just gonna grab her bag and just reach around in it and try to find one of the seashells that she collected.
Okay.
That she particularly really liked, because it's probably something that wasn't supposed to end up on shore, like some sort of deep sea creature.
Yeah.
Kind of shell.
Yeah.
And just pull it out of her bag and hand it over to Lily.
And Lily's just, ooh, and just kind of fiddling with it. What is it?
Well, it's a shell. It's from one of the sea creatures back from where I'm from. You can't really break it.
You can't?
Perfect for Lily.
Nope.
No matter how
Throw
hard.
it as much as you want.
You immediately bonk! Right there.
Perfect for Lily. You just gave her another weapon to use against Gideon, is what this is.
And you would hear the...
Why not?
Do you think I don't know that?
What do you think? I gave it to her.
You hear the bouncing of it on the wood and just... Ooh. She picks it back up. It's like, I shall only use this in the least wise of ways. And she starts towards the bedroom.
So,
I fucking love her.
I do want you to understand where it's from.
Okay.
You see the size of the shell?
Yeah, it's big.
It's not too big. It's about yay big, yeah?
Yeah.
There are creatures that live in the bottom of the ocean back where I'm from. Way deep down. We never have to worry about them. But they have ridiculously sharp teeth. They're usually used to cut through gemstones. They're about the size of a small house. Cannot eat those.
The small houses? Or do you mean you mean the monster, the monsters with the shell? Oh. I was very confused. I was like, why would you want to eat a small house? That makes a lot more sense. As she's fiddling with the shell. You know what you could do? You could make armor out of this. Ooh, or if you do roller derby and you could put these on your shoulder pads, you just bump into people, you could really knock a tooth out.
What's roller derby?
Something to let you know. I've heard at least stories that pirates will collect these and make armor out of them.
They're under the Red Sea. They get it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I miss
pirates?
I love pirates.
I do too.
In theory, I've heard, but
I've never met one in real life, but I had stories.
They're not really around much anymore where I'm from. If nothing else, I lived on a landlocked area, so I wouldn't have seen them anyway. I saw them at the amusement park once, but they were people in costume as pirates.
You don't know that they weren't actually pirates. Just hiding in plain sight.
Maybe I did meet a pirate. Though there's also something called pirating, which is not as cool as it sounds. Well, it is kind of cool. It's where you illegally download things like movies and you don't pay for them. And there were these whole commercials that used to happen that's like, you wouldn't download this, and it was really intense, and the music was really loud, and it was really glitchy and stuff, and they were trying to condemn, you wouldn't download a pizza, even though I totally would if I could. And she kind of goes quiet and just, I miss pizza. I really miss pizza.
God, I love her.
Oh, she's so good. She's so good.
Just
Only wants to hear about pirates and sailing. She's just gotta talk to Cora. It's fine.
I'm gonna go draw up a roller. Do you know what roller derby is?
I'm sorry.
You get on roller skates and beat the crud out of each other on roller skates.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what those are.
It's wheels for your feet.
Why would you put wheels on your feet?
They're shoes with wheels on them, and you can.
Why would you put wheels on shoes?
So you can zip around real fast. And you zip around a track in circles, and like you kind of beat the crud out of each other, and you have to like beat like get more laps than the other person. a lot of queer people play it, which is why I wanted to play it. It was a violent sport of pretty girls. I wanted to play.
I love her so much.
No, that was jousting for me.
Oh, like at the Ren fairs.
What?
What are Ren fairs?
The Renaissance festivals where like the people dress up in old timey stuff and like pretend to be all fancy, and like they have the people dressed up like kings and queens in the royal courts and stuff, but they're just actors. You get the big turkey leg on a stick. Well, it's not on a stick, it's on the bone.
Lily, can you keep a secret?
Maybe.
Fucking love her.
We don't have people that pretend to be royalty where I came from.
So you're like England?
What is that?
It's a country that still has a queen.
I love this. I just want the rest of the session to be this. This is all I need, and I'm satisfied.
I mean, you kind of sound
Cora
like
and Thespis
it.
dancing.
Okay, so yeah, that was a compliment. You sound fancy. So you have actual royalty?
I am actual royalty.
You are royal court?
Princess?
You're a princess, like a real princess?
Yeah.
Not like in those movies where it's just like, oh, you've probably never seen a movie.
She's gonna reach back into her bag.
Yeah.
And pull out the tiara that she had been wearing.
And Lily just, wait. So if you does my aunt know? Does Auntie Winter know?
I don't know.
Okay. But so if you guys get married, does that make me a princess?
She's like thinking back through the rules of different shit.
Yeah.
If your aunt wanted to become queen, then yes.
I wouldn't have to wear a dress, would I?
No. Lily, if we get out of here and you come back with me, you can do whatever you want.
The magic words.
God, you've given her power.
Okay.
You give this 13-year-old so much power.
Okay, I will not tell anyone besides Malik, but Malik won't tell nobody.
That's okay.
I don't think most people would believe me anyway, or even care much here.
She's gonna lose her shit when she realizes there's another fucking princess.
There's two whole princesses.
There are two whole princesses.
I'm just like you.
We're back on that Barbie bullshit again.
Go back to Barbie bullshit.
No, let's not go back to Barbie
I can
bullshit.
go back into the lore.
No more.
Damn it.
Blaine.
No,
no more
not
Blaine.
now. So
We want to talk about Blaine?
I don't want to talk about Blaine.
You send
Right.
Lily off to the room with Malik, and Malik, you can hear Lily just in like an excited whisper, just like, "Hey, guess what? Like, I got a really cool seashell that you can't bring. Look, watch."
Stop writing plane rights.
No, never.
So, but you hear that the kids seem quite entertained in the closed door.
She's gonna go back downstairs to Winter.
Yeah, and Winter's like, so what sort of salacious things did you learn about me up there?
I learned you were a bully.
His name is Kenneth.
Yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures. Was it the broken engine story? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine. Some upper-class asshole driving way too fast.
You pretended to get hit?
Oh, yeah. Listen, when you grow up as dirt poor as I did, like, you learn how to do pretty much anything to get at least a little bit of money to get you that next mile. So if I gotta pretend to get hit by an oncoming vehicle, whoops. Shouldn't have been driving that fast over the speed limit.
Ivor still has not had a single drop of alcohol.
Yeah.
I love you. Please don't do anything like that again.
Winter's face goes red and just... All right, well, I have no intention on at any point jumping in front of an oncoming vehicle. I will admit that wasn't the wisest of me. I've gotten a little wiser since then. Also, there's no cars here, so I can't. But I understand the gist of what you're saying. I won't do something akin to the level of throwing myself in front of a moving vehicle to avoid having to pay for tow fees in the middle of nowhere. Or any other reasons. Within reason.
Okay.
Fantastic. Sorry, Ivor, you're dating a Dwyer.
Yep.
So, with that, we're going to head back to Magna.
Yes. Yes.
Roll
Sorry.
Constitution.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm still laughing at Kenny Thrice.
This is why I say, don't watch the chat.
It was between Jason and I.
It wasn't the chat. It was Chelsea.
Oh, no, I know. I know.
Jason did me in with the Kenny fights.
Kenny Thrice.
Now that's all I see. Roll Constitution.
I can't look at the fucking chat. I can't right now until that message is gone.
Kenny Thrice.
Blaine writes and Kenneth writes they deserve better than Barbie.
Kenny Thrice. It's a 16. I guess I'm doing pretty
okay.
well. Yeah.
All right.
But I'm disappointed.
Well,
Be honest, I'm
do you get another drink?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna get another drink.
Sure am.
Dimitri,
DC's lowering.
Do you want the same thing, or do you want another thing? Another drink?
How many other things do you know?
I know a lot of drinks. I was gonna work at a casino, which, for context, is a place that people typically drink a lot at.
So it's just a tavern then?
It's a tavern, but the focus is gambling. But people also typically eat and drink a lot while gambling.
Okay, so what is something that somebody would have at this thing?
Casino?
Yeah.
Well, common combinations are a simple rum and coke, which is a sweet, fizzy drink mixed with rum, which is a strong alcohol. There's martinis, which are pretty strong, less sweet, unless you want a flavored one. Daiquiri, but I don't think I have what I need to make daiquiris back here. No, I don't. They didn't make any ice. Okay. So no shaved ice.
Okay, then I guess...
Damn it, Richard.
Go and you can surprise me again. I'm giving you so much power tonight.
Is it my birthday?
So,
more power than he deserves.
Sure, why not?
Happy birthday to me. And he turns back around and starts making another drink. He would make you probably start with a basic martini. Pushes over, and then also after you see him focusing pretty hard on like a much smaller glass, and you see him very carefully, like with a spoon and like other like just pouring very carefully. And then he walks over, and after he pushes you the martini, he also pushes you a shot glass, which has 3 layers of like different colored.
This is a disaster.
Alcohols.
This is a disaster.
Jason, have you ever had a duck fart shot?
No, I don't. I don't drink. I don't drink too much.
Okay, a duck fart is basically Kahlua, Bailey's Irish Cream, and whiskey.
That sounds like something I would put in my mouth.
It's delicious.
That does not sound good to me at all.
That sounds like something I would put in my mouth.
It's delicious. So he pushes that in front of Magna as well.
The texture.
Oh, it's very creamy. Yeah, it's very... Yeah.
No, I don't want that when I'm drinking alcohol. No.
Okay, so you have a martini and a dark... It's like, this is a martini. It's a very classic drink where I'm from.
Okay.
And this is called a duck fart shot. It has 3 different types.
Wait. You want to run that by me again?
It's called a duck fart shot.
I thought you were shitting me, but you were actually serious.
Yes. I am. Magna, I made you something called a hairy navel.
Yes, I know. I was questioning that too as I was drinking it.
That is what where I'm from, what a lot of drinks are called.
Okay, you have some really strange names for drinks. And he's going to take the martini first and drink the martini first.
Okay. So, roll Constitution.
Please fuck me up.
Sick.
I wanna be fucked up. That's a 4.
You're getting fucked up. You're getting fucked up.
All right.
I asked for this.
That martini...
It's the martini.
It's the martini.
That martini definitely, like, whew, that was strong. That was strong. You're able, because that was your first low roll.
Yeah.
You're still, like, standing. You can...
He's a big guy.
Handle it, yeah. But you're feeling it. Mm-hmm. You're starting to feel it kind of like in your face a little bit. You're starting to feel it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like that thing where you just kind of like, you constantly feel like you're smiling a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're like, I don't know why I'm still smiling a little bit.
Yeah. Now take the duck fart shot.
Yeah.
Constitution.
Yeah, I know. Which actually...
so sad. You want this.
I'm going to pull a die from the jail.
Oh, prison.
I literally pulled up more alcoholic drinks for Dimitri to make you.
Watch you roll a natural 20 from this die.
Listen. If Magna passes out,
I'm so glad I picked this. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I picked this little shit. We got 5.
That you throw back the shot and you sit there for a second. And you just you're starting to feel it, like, really in your chest. Your face is feeling real fuzzy. You're feeling kind of like you're having a good time, you know? You're having a good time. And Dimitri just, how are you feeling?
Yes.
All right. What I'm going to do is, so you don't pass out.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah, no, you won't, because I am going to get you a glass of water.
You don't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, but, like, Magna, where's the fun in that, though?
Do you want to be hungover?
I don't know what that means.
It means really fucking sick in the morning, that's what.
Oh, well, what if I'm not?
Do you like throwing up and having a headache? Do you like being dehydrated?
No.
Yeah, you're gonna drink some water.
Yeah, but like, what if I don't, though?
Then suffer.
Fine.
If you want anything else, let me know.
If I ask for anything else, you're just going to give me water. So.
Well, I have a few drinks that I've been meaning to share with people. Maybe I'll give you one.
And what do I have to do to get one?
Take a shot of water.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay, just one.
Dimitri reaches over, hands the biggest shot glass that he can
grab.
That's it. And it's still a shot glass, but it's like a novelty shot glass. It's like
a double shot glass that has like two in it. Yeah. It's not just one.
Dimitri fills it with water, pushes it forward. Finish that off. I'll get you another liquor.
You didn't specify the shot glass to put it in.
Actually, really quick. Wallace. Huh, yeah. I need to come here. Wallace stands next to him. Be my eyes. Make sure he drinks that. I'm not giving him any more alcohol till he does. And Wallace is like, don't pull me into the...
Don't say anything.
You're whispering, he can hear you.
What? Magnus gonna slowly pick it up and just casually pour it on the floor.
Asshole! Just drink the water.
No, he's just so drunk. He's gonna pretend to drink it.
He's sitting at the bar. That's so loud.
He thought it'd be quiet. He thought if he would be like, yeah, I know. He's not.
He's so drunk. Dimitri and Wallace both just stand there. And Dimitri just... Did he just... And Wallace...
I missed my mouse. I don't... My hands are not working.
Then why should I give you more alcohol?
Because my other one works just fine.
Dimitri?
Please tell me Dimitri broke. Please tell me Dimitri broke from that.
Dimitri just kind of just...
Dimitri, we're dead, Dimitri.
Yeah, I'm quite aware of that. You know what? Fine. All right.
You can suffer in the morning.
You want to have a strong drink? Okay.
Oh God.
So what he's gonna
please don't.
Dimitri's gonna fuck him up.
Don't kill me a second time.
He's gonna give him fucking Everclear.
What you get, Magna?
Oh no.
Is basically it's the base of a Amadeo coffee liqueur, which is very common in the Philippines. And what he's mixed it with is he's taken the depressant of a coffee liqueur, mixed with some of the like Irish cream, Bailey's Irish cream for the kind of that sort of feel. But then he has taken it and mixed it with some like actual coffee. So the stimulant on top of these two depressants, and then he's kind of looking at it and just, and he like reaches over and he grabs one of the vodka bottles and he feels it, and he's like, okay, and he's like, it's like the whipped cream vodka, and he like you hear the
God, you're gonna vomit.
You hear
I'm in danger.
You hear the unscrew, and then you hear the clink of him literally like flicking the cap off the bottle.
I'm in danger.
You're about to be in the bathroom for the rest of the night.
Oh, I'm in fucking danger.
He puts the bottle down and he pulls out a mixer and he just mixes it and he just...
Imagine if we were meeting Roger tomorrow.
You wouldn't come with us. That's
No.
You'd be dead.
He leans it over to Wallace. Wallace, smell this, and Wallace just, oh.
Didn't enjoy that smell.
And just Dimitri just, I think he's drunk enough. He might not even taste this, and he puts it down in front of you.
I take that as a challenge.
No, I know you would.
God, this is gonna be really
That's
bad.
why I gave it to you, asshole.
This is gonna be really bad. I'm gonna have a bad time.
He's gonna drink it with his left hand.
To prove a point.
Roll Constitution.
God, this is gonna suck for Magna.
So
die.
Drunk. He's already
I'm gonna
so
die.
So since being drunk is technically the poisoned condition, doesn't that give him disadvantage?
It would. You have
Please,
disadvantage.
yes!
Disadvantage.
Magna did this to himself.
Bye, my beautiful 17.
Out of spite, wants to succeed on this one.
12?
You're not, like, unconscious. You're not,
that's
like...
good.
That's not great to
That's
hear.
not great, no.
What you're doing now?
You're able to, like, sit upright. You're able to process what's going on around you. But, that last drink, that's got the stuff. You're definitely feeling a bit dizzy, more dizzy. Dizzy, a little teepsy. Actually, very teepsy. You're very drunk.
Yeah, very.
Very, very drunk.
Very drunk. To the point that Amir ends up kind of just making the rounds and comes over, and Amir just like sees you.
Amir's like, buddy.
Yeah, Amir's just, hello, Magna, how are you feeling?
I am feeling, yes.
Just, Dimitri, what did you give him? Just listen, he asked for more and refused my water shot. In fact, he actually spilled it on the floor.
I told you my right hand wasn't working.
So you gave him more alcohol? Can you cut him off or something? And Dimitri's just, I don't want to hear that from you. Considering that the last patron I had to get royally drunk, besides Richard, was you. And Amir's, Magna, could you... Magna.
That was partially my wife's doing.
Rude. Amir just... Magna, please just... one shot of water. Just one. Just one. For me.
But he gave me such a big cup.
Not that big, you're 7 feet tall!
It's a shot glass. It's small.
Not the one. Look at it. It's so
Just looking at it.
big.
Magna, that is still smaller than the palm of your hand.
I know, and I have really big hands.
I know, but that's still small in comparison to the amount of water that you would be drinking with your body mass. Please.
What the hell are you saying
You're
to me?
very drunk, Magna. Please, just a little bit of water for me.
Don't take off your clothes.
Oh, God.
He's not going to take off his clothes. Maybe his socks if he's feeling rowdy. But...
Oh, risque. Show those ankles,
No.
Magna.
Is this everyone can see his peats.
Is this a tie on the head sort of moment now, Jason?
Oh yeah, all right.
I got
Required legally.
It's required by law, yeah. I can't. Oh shit! I forgot I have headphones on.
Headphones on.
I was like, I'm not drinking.
Like,
but
what is happening?
you. It's method.
Somehow. How the hello?
Hello?
It wasn't working. We did it. Hello. Nice. We're in it.
Sick.
I just came back to the word thick. I don't know what you were talking
I
about.
said sick, but
Oh, I
okay.
thought you said thick. Okay. Well, anywho.
Just one shot, just for me. Just one. I'll give you a blackberry tart.
You were going to do that anyway.
I'll give you 2 blackberry tarts.
You were gonna do that anyway.
You were also going to do that anyway.
Yeah, well, he's not going to now.
I mean, if you keep this up, I won't.
Okay.
Don't do it. I'm not gonna give you any of the tarts. that's the better thing.
Just okay.
Just one shot?
Yes, I can do that.
Dimitri kind of feels back, takes the cup that's like probably wet on the outside from you dumping it out, and he just like takes the towel, dries it off, fills it up with water again, and puts it back in front of you. Now Amir is watching you expectantly, not Wallace.
I was like, thank God.
I'm out.
I'm leaving. I don't want to be here.
Bye.
He's gonna drink it.
Okay.
Grumpily.
You're still fairly drunk. You are still fairly drunk. But you have at least consumed a little water now. Amir, a man of his word, does bring you two blackberry tarts and puts them down in front of you. Says, all right, you've deserved these. These are for you.
You've earned these.
I have earned them, haven't I?
You have.
And he's just gonna face plant into the blackberry tarts.
Amir just... Birin, darling, I need your assistance. So you are unconscious?
No, he's just laying in it.
It's squishy and it smells nice. And the bar is cold and my face is very hot.
Yeah, he's just laying in it.
Birin comes over and just... Magna, how are we feeling?
Why is everybody over here?
Because you look a little funny right now, but it's okay.
No, don't say that about that, because Despis gave me these clothes.
No, not like that. Your clothes look great. Your clothes look great, Magna.
No, but Despis worked really hard to make these clothes.
Despis did a great job, and you wear them very well, but Magna,
Thank you
are incredibly drunk.
No.
Yeah.
Because I had water, so...
How much?
Like the biggest shot glass you've ever seen.
Birin, the fucking dragonborn, looks at it. That big.
Yeah, it's so big.
That doesn't fit one of Birin's teeth.
Birin just...
No.
I could chew that up and spit out the shards far easier.
That's you, but I am a little squishier than you are.
Right, but you're the same size as me.
Yeah, okay. If we're going to be specific.
Yeah, good word.
Yes, yeah. I had to think about it for a second.
You did very well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, you do realize that your face is now covered in blackberry tart filling.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This is so good. God, please tell me Cora gets blasted.
I don't think she would. Not after the day.
No.
Because she doesn't get drunk very easily, like, normally. So she doesn't know how she is when she's drunk. And there was a lot of shit that happened today.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Not the best day to experiment with that.
She's like, no. I don't know what I'll do. And I don't know if I will be able to not want to kill Roger and Meredith.
That's fair.
Tonight if I drink. Because she's angry.
She is angry.
Yep. So, Birin does kind of come over with a wet washcloth that's been brought to her by Wallace, and Magna, you feel her very gently start to kind of like wipe the schmutz off your face and kind of brushing the crumbs off your little whiskers and stuff, and just it's like, first Amir and now you, Dimitri. You better not make this a habit. And Dimitri's, well, thankfully I'm not like that when I'm drunk. And Birin, honestly, I'm now kind of curious. What are you like?
I was going to say the same exact thing.
And you all, again, similar to earlier, Larkin kind of just appears. And it's just, Dimitri, if you would like to have the rest of the evening off, I can man the bar. And, like, Amir's face kind of lights up. It's like, I could join the party. And just kind of, like, looks to Larkin. You rat bastard.
Just like, fucking kill me.
Yeah, just
kill me.
And give me an excuse.
Yeah, just you rat bastard. Fine. And Larkin, good. Other side of the bar.
Come, sit now next to me.
If I slip on the
Why was it so ominous?
if I slip on the wet floor from you spilling the shot glass, I'm taking you down with me.
I'd like to see you try.
Love the challenge, thank you. As Dimitri's kind of feeling his way around the bar. And he ends up well, hold on first.
We need a deck save.
Oh no, are you serious?
What? And he doesn't know where it is.
Oh no. Oh no.
What do I have his decks? I have his decks.
Oh come on, no, please. At least
Please.
add some shit to
He's
that.
the one eating shit tonight.
Come
He's
on.
the one.
No, no. Oh.
Hey, you know how you managed to become friends with Dimitri? Not after
Not
tonight.
anymore.
He's your enemy now.
Oh, no.
Friends.
You just drank the fucking water.
So, Dimitri walks around. He's focusing on
now.
he's focusing on like what he can feel. He's stepping very carefully. But the problem with wood is that when it soaks up water, it gets very slick.
Yeah.
And his
buddy.
shoes are not made for gripping necessarily.
Oh, they're fancy sandals.
He works in like food service. Why is he not wearing grippy shoes?
This is a
Because
fancy.
Thespis made these.
Yeah.
We're shitting on Thespis's clothes again.
Don't tell Thespis you're shitting on their clothes. They'll cry.
And
you know what happens if you make Thespis cry? Gotta kill you.
Murder.
I gotta kill you.
So, Dimitri ends up walking around you guys. And you do feel a slip, but you feel he on the back of your shirt catches himself.
Oh no.
And like has like grabbed
Is
the back of your
Magna
shirt,
able to stay up?
and he's grabbed like your arm to like hold himself. I
Don't
do
make
want
me
you to roll a
roll.
strength.
Oh no!
Yeah, you are.
At disadvantage. 'cause you are drunk.
Please land on top of him.
Don't call this into existence.
I'm calling it into existence. Land on him.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Maybe. Hold on. Strength.
Yep.
Is
Disadvantage.
it a saving throw? Or just a save?
Just a save.
Saving throw your
Or just
phone.
it's the same fucking thing. What
Yeah.
am I talking about?
Is it a check or a save?
I'd say a save.
Okay, so you're probably fine. You're a monk.
14.
No,
are you kidding me? No! Are you kidding me? Wait, a 14 wasn't enough?
It was a 15.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Ugh.
It's just like in my Japanese animes. Fucking God.
Meet cute. It's fine.
You feel it, and in your head you remember the promise Dimitri made that if he slipped,
Coming down with him.
he was taking you down with him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel him grab your shirt, and you're like, "No, I got
Just,
this. I got this.
Shit. Oh,
I got this."
shit.
And
Oh, shit.
you're falling back, and you're like, "I got this. I got lightning fast hands." You go to grab the bar. But the mess that you made from the blueberry tart and the spilled water has made the edges a little slick. And you grab hold of just right where some of the slick was. You fall back. And Cora and Ivor, you would hear quite a loud thud.
That would scare the shit out of Ivor.
From Dimitri. And then oh shit, like a clear, like, Magna, thick slurred, oh shit, as he falls back. And Magna, you fall right on top of Dimitri, who is quite smaller than you, which he's not entirely used to. Dimitri is now, Cora, what you see is Dimitri's on his back. And Magna has fallen out of his chair and, like, kind of tried to rotate, like, to catch himself as he was falling out. wasn't quite able to. So like half of his body is on its side and the other half is like hands, and he is like on Dimitri.
God damn it.
And like
God damn it.
Dimitri is just like, and you just hear this, I fucking told you.
Cora bursts out laughing.
And Winter's just, and she sees Ira had stiffened up from it and just, everything's okay. Dimitri slipped and Magna fell out of his chair. It's okay. Everyone's okay. It's okay. Everyone's okay. And she's kind of like rubbing your back. It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's really funny. Magna fell on top of Dimitri. Some like romance movie shit. And she's just kind of.
Oh.
Magna, are you going to do something about that position or not?
Dimitri, this is pretty interesting. Like the music's still going, and like you can tell that people aren't trying to like make the room go dead quiet, but like conversations have stopped as they're kind of like looking over to see like what happened at the bar. Very quickly, Magna, hold on. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't even need to check that. Magna, you feel just Birin's hand come to like the back of your shirt and pull you up like a fucking kitten, just whoop, onto your feet. She rolled an 18 without me even adding shit.
Yeah.
She big.
She pulls you up and just like, you okay?
Slow blink.
She kind of rubs your back and she reaches a hand out. Dimitri, you want to take my hand? And Dimitri just can Claudius wolf whistle. Before you're pulled up, you do hear a wolf whistle come from Claudius and Richard's stable.
That's accurate.
As Richard just, as Claudius just,
fucking kill whoever that was.
Richard just like, oh, all the fun's already happening over there.
I told you I wasn't gonna be the problem.
Richard, Birin helps Dimitri up, and Dimitri is just kind of standing there, just kind of just like leans to the bar, and you hear him say something in a language you don't recognize, and Larkin just, all right. And you hear Larkin start to mix a drink, and you can hear multiple alcohols being mixed together. Multiple bottles being opened. Cora would see Larkin definitely mixing a fucking everything but the kitchen sink, basically. And hands it to Dimitri.
Please somebody takes it like a champ.
I bet he will. I bet
he
will.
That was over a 20. Yeah, this guy literally you just see him. Cora, you saw all the alcohols being mixed in, and he just says, kind of like gives a like in Tagalog like a little cheer, and just starts throwing it back.
Christ.
And then you're just, oh. Okay.
That is not good for you.
You also need a shot of water. And he then just sits down, has his elbows on the bar, and just, as he kind of just processes everything that just happened.
It was a lot of shit.
It was funny as fuck, though.
Oh, yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
You end up being kind of ushered to your seat. Birin helps you sit, and Larkin starts to like mix drinks. I will let you, the player, know that it's mostly just like watered down fruit juice, and like he's got a bottle that looks like a vodka bottle, but it's just fucking full of water.
That drunk that it's like, I
can't taste shit.
Yeah. Let me roll a deception. Let me see.
Oh no.
The fucking Fae.
Yeah, I just dropped that d20, so I'm gonna roll this other one. Okay, let's roll a deception for Larkin. Okay, without adding anything, that was a 19.
Yeah, no,
don't worry about it.
You believe
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
There's no question. That is
Don't
alcohol.
worry about it. We're still going.
Yeah, he gives it to both of you. Dimitri doesn't care. Is just, cheers in Tagalog is tagay. No joke. Good.
That's so good.
So that continues. Cora, we're coming back to you at about this. We're gonna do like one more round of stuff.
Okay.
With Magna trash.
We could just go all night.
I do have to take my cat to the vet at 8:15 a.m. So.
That's in 4 hours.
You're gonna be sleeping at all?
So.
Jesus Christ.
You end up. You saw all that.
Yeah.
Go down. And
yeah, she did.
And this is about the time that Thespis is like, okay, let's take the attention away from Dimitri and Magna, because they don't know about Magna, but they know about Dimitri.
They know Dimitri's not about it.
No. So
like,
Thespis ends up getting the music going, and people start to dance. You know, different dancing styles, and everyone just kind of letting loose and having fun. Thespis is involved in the dancing, just kind of getting people up out of their seats. You would have the option of going and asking someone to dance, sitting back, going and talking to someone. What do you do?
I think for now, she's just gonna sit back and just watch.
Okay.
Because, like, it's been really shitty, and a lot of the people here have dealt with really shitty things recently, and she's just enjoying seeing people have a good time.
I realized I wasn't using my happy birthday.
How dare you?
Wow.
And she's just enjoying seeing people have a good time.
Okay. Yeah. You see, like, you look over, you seated at the table with Beckett and all them. Claudius would have gotten Richard to come back. And you see that, like, whatever Claudius said, like, Richard is actually, like, seated with his legs crossed, but, like, over Claudius's lap. And
Friends,
oh yeah.
The prime gay position.
He's kind of like fiddling with Claudius's hair as he's talking with the people at the table, and Claudius seems kind of used to it. He's appreciating it. But very much has, like, kind of gotten Richard back into, like, a comfort zone of sorts.
Yeah.
And once the dancing and the music starts, Richard is like, oh no, this, and he, like, gets up. And he would go over, and you can tell that, like, Thespis, seeing Richard getting up and coming over, is, like, ready to, like, kind of guide Richard, because Richard is trashed.
Yeah.
And you see Thespis dancing, laughing, like, fully. You see Thespis getting other people up and out of their seats and dancing, and you hear other people singing along, dancing, laughing, smiling. You can feel a sort of energy in the bar as Thespis dances for about a minute. And you've seen them do this before. Very enthralling. As their moves and their energy get everyone else to dance. Not everyone else, but, like, people who want to dance are up.
Large amount of people, yeah.
Up out of their seats, dancing, having fun, forgetting about what has happened in the outside world, just focusing on this party, is focusing on the fun of each other, forgetting the shit that's happened outside those doors, forgetting about the shit that's happened in the various rooms and the bubbles and the dreams. It's in this moment, Thespis is helping everyone, like, forget what's happened. Also, hello, Raid. I don't know if you can hear us, but thanks for coming in. We got so many raids today.
We did. We got so many.
So you all end up watching and see, eventually at some point Winter would ask Ivor to dance, which you would see. Ivor, would you say yes? Okay, so you would see Winter getting up with Ivor and dancing. She's doing more of a dance where she has like one arm like around your waist and holding your hand, and it's far more upbeat, but she is guiding you. So you just get to follow, and you hear her laughing and singing along drunkenly to the music. It's very tavern dancing. It's not at all what you're used to. But it's fun. It's fun. It's probably the happiest you've seen her since Walter's died. And she seems to just be letting go. Living in the moment. You would see eventually kind of Mikhail and Hitchwire kind of like awkwardly, like they kind of stop by your table, Cora, to Beckett, and Hitchwire's like, we should probably go, and Beckett's no hard feelings. You have a good rest of your day. I do appreciate you coming out. I know this isn't exactly your scene. And Hitchwire's like, no. But happy birthday. And he pushes something across, like a little box across the table towards her. Just little something I put together. And Beckett, takes it, but she can tell that Mikhail and Hitchwire, but they're partied out.
They're done.
They're done.
Yeah.
You can also tell that
they've done their obligated social interaction.
Yeah. You can also tell, Cora, that Mikhail's gotten themselves a little tipsy. And Hitchwire is kind of like, okay, we're gonna go now. We're gonna leave.
Yeah.
And you can start to see the beginnings of Mikhail being quite an emotional drunk. And you see Mikhail just like a hand on Hitchwire's face, and it's like, all you hear is like, "Have I told you how much I appreciate you?" And Hitchwire's like, "Not right now." And
not here.
Me. That's me and Chelsea's friendship.
Is you just normally.
Yeah.
You don't have to be drunk to be that way, Jenny.
I'm a Pisces. I'm emotional drunk all the time.
Yeah. So
when you're stone cold sober,
Hitchwire ends up kind of guiding Mikhail out of the party. No one can really bump into Hitchwire and knock them over on accident. They are walking metal. Like there's no stopping them. As they end up going out, you can tell through the windows it's starting to get a little dark out. And Dalavash ends up on her feet dancing. Just the party continues. Magna, you eventually get to chatting with things, kind of even out with Dimitri once that initial sheer longing for death of embarrassment passes. Dimitri kind of,
kill me now.
Dimitri, he kind of softens up by like teasing you a little bit, like, I'm a man of my word. I told you you'd go down with me.
Yes, and you made it so much worse than I thought that was gonna be.
Listen, you didn't have to fall on me like that.
I don't control the way people fall. That's not something I can do.
Oh, and especially
actually, I'm a fucking liar. That is something I can do.
Literally is a thing.
It is literally a thing that I could do.
Called slow fall. Quite literally.
I could slow fall. Jesus Christ.
It was that I got this.
Drunken hasn't used that ability yet, so it's not a thing he thinks of.
Oopsie,
he hits the ground and then uses it.
Dimitri's response would literally be, well, not when you're that drunk, you don't. It's funny because it's true. And like Amir's now the one who like kind of behind the bar with Larkin, just kind of, just trying to get you guys to eat and drink water. He's very much just trying to like make sure you guys don't die, like And he's just being very gentle. He's not teasing. He's not harassing. He's just, you know.
Yeah, I'm never gonna live this down.
It's like, well, Mira's mentality is you took care of me when I was trashed. Now it's my turn.
That's true.
I return the favor.
I just don't
get a
have
choice in
bread.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. I don't have bread.
Well, there's probably some in the back. Wallace, you see, has started spending more time in the back, getting like a little overwhelmed, but Larkin seems to be able to man the bar and be fine. Again, it gets later into the day, into the evening. It starts to get darker out. You hear the first bell, the first sort of token of, all right, time to get the fuck home. And Amir or Larkin just kind of, we have plenty of rooms if people don't feel like walking. Go to the rooms you all had recently. So, seem to remember the weird ass night everyone stayed there, but don't remember why.
Yeah.
Some people end up going upstairs, after a happy birthday, Beckett, and talks with each other. Music's still going, and Thespis is just helping people wrap up. As the music slows, Ivor, you and Winter are probably now slow dancing. You kind of just slowed down with the music. Mm-hmm. There's a lot less people here now, and you can tell that Winter's already sobered back up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's quite a day. You've certainly had quite a day.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we head upstairs and get some rest?
Okay.
Are you okay?
There's some stuff I think you don't really want to hear.
Well, it doesn't matter. I would like to hear it if you want to talk about
it. I don't want to ruin the mood of the night. I really don't.
Well, with my emotional range, might happen to me anyway, so. I am not necessarily what the kids would call stable.
Bitch.
She got that BPD, baby. So, I don't mind. As long as I can spend it with you, I'll enjoy it.
I just miss my mum.
Yeah. Winter's rubbing her back. Let's go upstairs and talk. Okay. So Winter, night, Beckett. Just don't keep partying too late. And Beckett, Winter saying goodbye, good night to everyone as she leads walks with Ivor upstairs. As Winter says goodnight to people, Ivor, you would have the chance of also, because who's being talked to.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys head upstairs. Let's kind of get everyone wrapped back up, and I'll do a final circle around. So Ivor is upstairs in the room with Winter. Magna, you at this point would start to kind of sober up. You're not feeling good, though.
No.
Amir does, offer you, some, ice water, some, cold water. It's just sip on this, okay?
Okay.
So, make sure that you take the water and make sure that you start to sip on it.
And he's drinking it.
Okay. You realize really quickly either one of two things has happened. One, wow, water really helps against feeling like this. It's great. Wait, Amir gave me this water. Did Amir bless this or something? Did he like heal this or something? What did he do?
Oh, he magicked my water.
He magicked your water.
He magicked my water.
Have a bit of a sort of a cure, of a hangover cure.
Goofball.
You see him.
Chosen one of a god.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
This
fucking guy magicking my water.
Amir kind of hands Dimitri like another water as well. You too. You also need. And Dimitri is just, I'm not nearly as drunk as Magna. And Amir's, I don't care. You're going to drink that water.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as drunk. Yeah.
And Dimitri's, I'll spill this on your new shoes. And just starts drinking it. You will not. You will drink that. So
wrangling cats.
Yeah.
Those two are like wrangling fucking cats. Poor Amir.
This is what Amir gets for being a cleric.
Yeah, honestly it is. He has to deal with all the town's bullshit.
Yeah.
So you all end up sitting with Dimitri, and you and Dimitri both kind of start to sober up a little bit. You notice that you can kind of tell by like the way that Dimitri's sitting and like kind of the way that his face looks that like he's not entirely sober, but he's stopped drinking the water. And Amir, is kind of going, it's like, Dimitri, I think, what did I say? You need to drink the water. And Dimitri is just, can we talk, actually? And Amir just, yes, of course. What's going on? And Dimitri's, not here. Not here. I'd like to talk to you alone. And Amir, of course. All right, yes. Well, you will have to drink the water after. And Dimitri says, yeah, but not till after. I don't think I can do it if I drink it first. And Amir just, oh, okay, yeah. All right, and you can see like a concerned look on his face. It's like he takes the water and like waits for Dimitri to kind of get up and walk around, and they like kind of head upstairs. Yeah.
I just want to mention how nice this is. The fact that we get to watch Casper tell themselves that they love themselves.
It's so good though.
You don't, because they go upstairs to Dimitri's room. No, so unless someone wants to go snooping.
Well, I mean,
I have a spell, but she wouldn't.
Well, I mean, Magna probably needs to go back to bed.
Yeah. So you all end up they go upstairs and you hear Magna, you hear Biren give a finally.
I heard that. I have big ears.
Big ears.
Big ears. I can hear you.
Then maybe you agree with me that this conversation's been a long time coming.
Yes. Yes, it has.
Well, Magna, let's get you to bed.
That is a fantastic idea.
Magna, do you need help walking?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Even if you didn't need help walking, you do not pass up an opportunity of Biren carrying you.
Jason personally is like, oh, I need help walking up the stairs.
Oh, I'm so drunk and weak and
oh, fuck, you can't see.
What is that?
That's okay. 14.
You gotta turn it just to the side
I
a little
literally,
bit.
there is
That's a 20.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, perfect.
So, you end up, going, yes, I do. And Biren, all right. Okay. Magna, you and your, 7 foot strong, you, when you were with your ex, Asmar can be pretty tall. They can be pretty strong. But, not carrying a full-grown furbolg by any means.
No, Lorenzo could not. He was a slinky little bitch.
Greasy boy.
Biren.
Yeah.
Slinky little slimy worm
greasy
boy.
French fry.
Yeah, he was a greasy French fry.
Biren Birin is a buff as fuck Dragonborn paladin. A determined one at that. So...
Gotta get her husband's boyfriend upstairs.
Yep. Magna, you feel an arm wrap around you. Cora, you would look over just in time to see Birin pick Magna up bridal style.
That's not something you see every day.
With like the slightest there we go. And kind of like, there we go. But just...
Have a good night, Magna.
Magna, you get carried upstairs.
I'll be
using the tie to just handkerchief wave.
That's so good.
I'll be honest. Actually, you know what? He's not even doing it with a handkerchief. He's doing it with his fucking ear.
Yes!
His ear is doing this.
Big hearers.
His big hearers is doing that. But I'll be honest. I think that is the most comfortable he's ever felt. Just in Nexilis, just in Birin's arms, he's just like, I have never felt so safe and protected, despite the fact that I'm literally blitzed out of my fucking mind.
I'm gone.
But he's like, this is so nice.
Yep.
So good.
She carries you very carefully, because the hallways aren't the most wide. So she's gonna walk you, but she's very careful, and she kind of uses her leg to kind of jimmy the door open, and she carries you in, and she puts you on the bed. So just all right. Well, you get comfortable. I'm gonna go downstairs, make sure they don't need any more help, but I'll be back. Okay?
I'm going to be asleep by the time you come back.
Good. Good. All right. Well, in case you fall asleep before. Good night.
Okay, good night. I will see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And she walks back out. Cora.
Yeah.
You are downstairs practically alone at this point. Most everyone else has kind of gone up to their rooms. And you are with Thespis as Thespis is cleaning up. And just like, whew. Well, that was a wild one, huh?
It was.
Did you have a good time?
I did.
Good.
It was a very good time.
Good.
Never asked me to dance.
Well, you seemed busy, but that's what kind of eyes the jukebox. I got it in me for one more.
Always have it in me for one more.
Always got it in me for one more dance. Especially with you.
Really? Why is that? Why with me?
I don't know. You kind of energize me. Some people I can be around and it takes energy, but you recharge me. And I don't know, there's something about making you smile that makes me smile. Like that. And I don't know, you're fun to dance with.
Even when I step on toes.
Even then. You can step on my toes any day.
I'd rather not do that one.
Yeah, don't intentionally do it. That would suck.
Especially since you don't wear shoes. I know you won't get hurt, but I feel like your pride would.
Thespis looks down at their bare feet and kind of wiggles her toes. Yeah, I'd rather not expend more energy to heal my toes. I mean, I will, but if you could not, that'd be great.
I'm gonna do my best not to.
And so Thespis offers a hand and kind of tucks a hand behind their back and offers it gives a dramatic flourish of a bow. The very almost cartoony of the "may I have this dance" sort of thing.
Cora gives them her hand.
Right. So they lead you in a dance, and it's kind of it's similar to the first time you two danced, where it's just the two of you, except this time there are people around. There's the aftermath of the party.
Yeah.
There's still some people around, but it kind of just feels like it's just the two of you. Mm-hmm. You do talk about, I don't know, unless Cora brings up something in specific?
She would.
Okay.
Just because this is the first time they've gotten to talk after this morning. So she's worried still.
Yeah.
So how are you doing after everything we learned today?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been stabbed in the chest, so that did kind of suck, but...
Yeah, wasn't pleasant from my end either.
But, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Not really, no.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
He brought up stuff from back home, and it just hit kind of hard, is all.
Yeah. Lots of mind games here.
Yeah. I was really angry earlier. I still am.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fizzled out for the most part.
Oh, good. Carrying that around isn't healthy. Getting mad is healthy. I would be more concerned if you didn't get mad. But don't let it overpower you. Don't.
Doing my best not to.
I know. And I'm here to help.
I know.
You're not in this alone, okay?
I know. I was really curious. Before you came back with Dolovosh, we got to talking about what we'd learned today and what we were about to do, and you didn't champion anyone, right?
I don't know. I've never championed anyone before.
Okay.
I don't really know how that works. That wasn't really my thing.
Okay. Because I'd talked to my Ishona, and I'd asked because I was curious, and I didn't know how else I'd get the information, so I was a little impatient. I asked about it, and they said that it wasn't a god from outside of the bubble. And I don't think it's Meredith. That'd be a little weird.
Yeah, I don't think no.
A little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means.
I mean, again, I don't know how it works, so...
Yeah, no.
Again, it wasn't something I ever really did, so, maybe? Sorry if I did?
It's fine. It's okay.
I would be honored, though.
Would you?
Yeah. I think you'd make a kick-ass champion.
Maybe.
I believe in you. Also, you're kind of hot when you're mad. As long as you're not mad at me.
Wouldn't have guessed you to say that.
Well, maybe it's because I was also mad at Roger, so...
That's fair.
Kind of, vicariously...
Did you tell him to sit down?
Yeah.
Did he do it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a god. He has to listen to me. So if I tell him to sit down, he gotta sit.
He does.
he was standing up and I didn't like that, so...
I heard it from outside of the town hall.
Oh.
That's why I was curious.
I was upset. Not even at the stabbing me thing, just everything else.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing a really great job.
Am I?
Yeah. I mean, we've freed a lot of people.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot.
We have.
And we kind of know our next steps. Kind of. More so than I ever have.
Yeah, we do. We have a kind of clearer path on how to get back.
I don't know what's waiting for me at home. For all I know, my home may be gone. If you think your world has room for one more god,
I'd love that. Just worried. I think you'd be fine. I don't think it'd do anything to you, but I don't know. The thing that's the illness, the virus, it targets magic. So, I'd be worried.
well, lucky for you. Only a god can kill a god.
Yeah, I know.
So, unless the virus is some manifestation of some plague god itself, I'll be fine.
I don't know. That's the thing.
Well, I'm not really good at math, but statistically speaking, that seems unlikely.
I mean, yes, you're probably right. It's just a worry that I have.
Well, that's understandable, considering I'll probably be worried about you.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be there to help you than not.
I'd appreciate it. The help.
Well, then I guess we know what we're getting up to when we get out of here.
I suppose we do.
You know what? We're still going to make better doctors than Gideon.
100%.
I mean, not hard.
100%.
Not hard.
It's really not.
That's
the bar is so low. It's like it's on the ground. You can step over it. It's
still enough to kind of help get me through.
Yeah.
Here. Let me turn off the music and let's head upstairs.
That sounds great.
And Thespis kind of steps away from the dance and goes over and turns off the boombox and actually pushes the button and it does it the first time. It's like, okay, yes.
Don't kick it this time.
Yeah, no, thankfully I don't need to. Thespis picks up the boombox and looks around and sees Larkin has started cleaning up. And Dimitri, has gone upstairs. You see that now a lot since most of the people have gone upstairs. That it's fairly quiet. Someone that two people that you do see are near the table that you had been seated at with like Beckett and all that. Is still Richard and Clyde just seem to be just talking, just chatting. Yeah. They've sat back down. And you hear Richard talking entirely in a language that you might sort of. I don't. Well, your world would probably have something akin to Latin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're able to guess that this is like probably an old language. Sounds like very much like a root language. And Claudia seems to kind of only half understand what the fuck Richard is saying.
Richard's just talking.
Yeah, he's just talking. And you hear Claudius kind of give a laugh as you really gonna dirty talk me in Latin right now? How do you even do that? And Richard in English basically is just, it's all about tone and just flowery wording. Yeah, just getting creative. And Claudius is just, well, unfortunately, I can't carry you upstairs, so you're gonna have to walk. And Richard just kind of like, well, as long as I can walk behind you. And Claudius just rolls his eyes and gets up out of his seat. And before you and Thespis head up, you do see Claudius just, night Larkin. Good night. Claudius would look over to you guys and go, good night, Cora. Night, Thespis.
Night.
And Richard just gives a as he follows Claudius up, and you can tell Richard is just...
He's gone. He's focused.
He's focused.
Watching Claudius's ass the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. As they head upstairs. And Thespis is like...
That's going to be interesting to have to deal with in the same tavern. Okay.
Well, considering how drunk Richard is,
True. Let's hope.
Yeah. I've heard them. Well, mostly Richard. Richard used to... You've seen some of the Forgotten. Richard had some entanglements with Verlier and Thevek simultaneously. It was all in good fun for them, I guess. Good fun indeed, from what I gathered.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. So I'm going to hope that, if nothing else, Claudius seems to try and keep Richard quiet when they're not at their house. So Claudius is far more courteous.
I can tell from the everything about their entire relationship.
Yeah. They have a lot in common, though. Claudius is just more other people aware for courteousness' sake. But I'm not going to ask what you learned, but are they okay?
It was a lot of stuff from the past. Richard, I don't think is okay.
Okay.
I think he will be, but he's not right now.
Yeah, neither of them have ever opened up to anyone about anything. So the fact that Gideon has that information, I don't like.
Yeah, I don't either. Considering that they agreed to help us as well. I don't like it.
No. Well.
But I think they'll be okay. It's just gonna take time.
Yeah. So. Let's head upstairs. Yeah. So you all would head upstairs, followed soon after by Biren, who would go, and I'm assuming Magna's already out.
Mm-hmm.
Cora, as you and Thespis are walking back to your room, you actually see it's been a while. You actually see Amir come out of you see Amir come out of Dimitri's room, practically glowing. And just, it's like, you're heading to bed.
Yeah.
All right, well, good. You two go get some rest.
Good talk?
Yeah. And his face goes a little red. Good talk.
Good.
Thankfully, Dimitri's getting some sleep now.
Glad to hear that. That spill was
very good talk.
Was a bit harsh.
It was. So, well, I also need to get some sleep. It's been quite a night.
Yeah.
So.
Get rest.
Have a good night,
You did good today. You did good today.
So did you.
Did my best.
Your best was good enough. Your best was very good.
Thank you.
With that, Amiro goes past you. This is going to have to be the last scene, and I'm out.
No.
Because it is almost 5 a.m. I will have to be up in 3 hours.
No. 3 more hours.
Yeah.
3 more hours.
Ivor, you are with Winter.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else has gone to bed. Winter sits with you on the bed and goes, I just thought you'd prefer it just being the two of us.
Sorry I brought the mood down.
Hey. It's okay.
I was having a really good time. I still am having a really good time. And from when I got to look at you, you looked incredible.
Thank you.
I was thinking. My mother and I were very close. She would have been so mad to know that I was at a party like this one.
Yeah.
And I was at least told that she died. That everyone did. But I don't know for sure. And I think that hurts more.
Yeah. Winter starts to rub your back.
I just don't want to hope. But at the same time, I can't help it. And the constant needing to remind myself that if I get back, that she might not be there. Sorry, this is a lot.
Darling, a lot's going on, and a lot has happened. This only makes sense. I'm here to listen.
I still don't remember a lot of it. I think it's my brain's way of protecting me.
How's brains ought to do?
Yeah. I'm really okay. I don't want to unload anything on you, especially after the last couple of days.
But you know you can, right?
I don't know.
Well, you can. I
just don't want to add on to everything you've been through. I don't want to make it worse. I want to be someone that you can lean on and someone that, you can come to and someone...
You are. Me helping you does not detract from you helping me. Relationships are a give and take, equal balance. At least they should be. What you give is what you should receive. Comfort listens assistance, whatever it is. Please let me give you what you give me.
I just know that she would have liked you a lot.
You think so?
She was always trying to push me towards the stronger suitors.
I could probably kick all the other suitors' asses if she'd like.
No, you could. You could. You definitely could.
I'll admit, I'm usually called the bad influence, so this is funny to hear.
No, I think that she'd probably, honestly, scold me for hanging around with such people, and then to the side let me know, just, she's really pretty. I miss her a lot.
Yeah.
And it was all so sudden. I mean, it wasn't, but it was. And I should have seen it coming. And I know that's not how anything works, but I still...
The guilt's still there, even if it doesn't make any rational sense.
Yeah.
Either I might not know what happened, but I've gotten to know you pretty well. I don't know how divination magic works. I maybe used one deck of tarot cards in college. That's the best I got, okay? But I feel in a lot of things in life, there's no shoulds and shouldn'ts. It's just what is and what ain't. You have these gifts, these powers. It's pretty fucking cool. But I'm sure that you ain't able to say, you know what, I want to see what's going to happen at this time on this day. Show me. Right? That ain't how it works. You just have what the universe gives you, basically, right? Okay. So then you definitely can't be blaming yourself.
I'm also sorry.
For what?
That I wasn't there for you and when Walter...
No. You did what I should have done. That was be there for Lily. And I am very grateful for that. You did what I would have asked you to do. So thank you.
I think I just more so wish I could have been in two places at once.
Ain't that the dream, huh? But I think you made the right choice. A lot of decisions were made that night. And what happened, happened. And what's happened has happened. And it's gonna be okay. We're gonna fix this. Somehow. I know that stubborn bastard's gonna come back.
Yeah, there's no way that he's staying gone. He has so much more to teach Magna.
Yeah. Oh, a lot more technology to go over.
A couple things he could probably teach me.
Just wait till he tries to explain a remote control. it's a little thing with buttons on it, and you sync it up to a device, and you can, from like across the room, point it at something and control a machine. You also don't have machines.
I only understood half of the words that you said.
Okay, wait until I'm more awake and try and explain to you what a remote control is. And then you can imagine Walter explaining it to Magna.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you miss all the machines and technology, and if you couldn't have them anymore? I mean,
well, for one thing, I've already gone this long. And I've never imagined going back. I can't. If Walter and I go back, we're gonna be hunted down. And she like opens her mouth and kind of like gestures to the back of her mouth. She knows you can't see it, but like you kind of hear like a tapping of like her tapping on her tooth. Back tooth. They shoved a tracking device in there. They pulled out my tooth and replaced it, and well, both Walter and I. And buried it into our skulls. If we go back, they'll be able to find us. If we go back to our family, probably kill them all. Including Lily. So, yeah. But we can't go back. We're property. This is the closest to freedom we've ever had since the day we signed our lives away.
Okay. I know we haven't known each other very long, but with how things are going at the moment, might not have very long to ask it. I don't have all of that where I'm from. Like any of the technology or machines or anything like that, but would you want to come back with me?
Yeah. I mean, Walter and I had always been talking about what universe we'd go back to if we had a choice. We'd come to a mutual agreement that, well, maybe now's not the time to talk about that. But
you got me to spill.
Basically, Walter and I agreed that if we were forced to go back to our universe, we would take Lily to our little brother. We have a little brother. He's sweet, a lot quieter. Kind of reminds me a bit of Malik, a little bit.
Quiet Dwyer.
Yeah, the only one.
Can't imagine.
I would take him to my parents. I would take Lily to our parents, but honestly, hope our dad's rotting in hell, and I don't know if I really trust our mom with her. She's good, but we would take her somewhere safe. That's unfortunately away from us.
That wouldn't be good for any of you.
No, especially because the only option we'd have after that is to... It's either the company finds us again and we become their machines again, or we cease to function, if you catch my drift. That would be our only option. So, going back to our home dimension is not the ideal choice. But you know what? I think it'd be cool. Going to a new world. That's like a new definition to exploring the final frontier, okay? Listen.
Nerd.
It's a reference to a
Fucking
series.
Nerd.
I like. It's a... Anyway.
Fucking nerd.
I understand series, at least.
Yeah.
You should know the books that I had stuck behind all of my science and all of my arcane knowledge. Ridiculous stories.
Those are the good ones, though, usually.
Mm-hmm. Had to look like an academic, though. I am an academic, but at the same time.
Right. You can have things that you need things that you can read for fun.
Besides, I think I might have gotten Lily on board.
Oh, really?
I mean, we do have pirates and dragons and magic.
Yeah, Lily's sold. You got her. I almost brought this up a while ago. And I think I've kind of touched on it. You joked earlier that I've been kind of a bully in the past, and there was a good time in my life before here that I would have probably been more accurate to say a raging bitch. I was cold, I was nasty, I was vindictive, I was violent, very violent, and during that time may have enjoyed it. You know, I never wanted to be that, but I was for a long time. And I don't ever see myself becoming that again. So that's not why I bring it up. I just need you to know that that is a part of my story. And she kind of reaches over and kind of rubs her fingers kind of over some of your scars. I've done some terrible things.
Well, the good thing about that is that's not how I knew you. Great thing about going to a new world is you get to start over. And you're, at least from what I can understand, very different than that now.
Oh, yeah. I think that me is the only person who could kick this me's ass. I will say, we get my brother back. I do request we let him retire. Let him just be with Lily for a while.
Oh, that if things work out properly, free time shouldn't be an issue.
Perfect. I kind of forgot what that means, honestly.
I do want to say something on what you just said before. The people who did this to me, I don't think they were bad people. They thought they were doing the right thing. Thought what they were doing was just. Saw me as the bad guy. And maybe unknowingly I kind of was. I don't know. I don't really understand exactly why it was happening, but they had their reasons. I don't think that I'd ever forgive them, but that doesn't mean that they can't be better.
You got a big heart. Do you want to know the only order? Well, there were 2 orders that I never followed. The last one. The last one was the main one. I know you won't hold this against me, but my last moments where I was from, which I think you said you saw, I don't know how much you saw, but in my last few hours, I killed so many fucking people. Walter and I both did. We killed floors of people. Granted, they had captured Lily and we didn't know what they were doing with her, and these were the people that had been mind controlling us for years, but still, we killed a lot of people. Last order we broke was stop running. Before that, I got an order. Walter and I both did. We got an order to go and clean a place out. I'll put it that way. Because the people there had been going against regulations, going against the rules. And we got there. Some just office building. We did what we were told at the start. Because at that time, it was just orders and colors. Fucking violin. That was it. We got through the first floor, fine. They couldn't fight back against us. We were made to be tanks. The second floor, though. The second floor. We hadn't even thought about what we were getting into. And the second floor was first half and offices, workers. For as far as we'd been told, going against orders. Punishable by death, where we're from. I'll never forget. I was finishing something up and clearing some files. Walter kicked open a door. He'd found the daycare of the children of everyone we had just killed. And I think that was one of the first times I broke on a mission. The first moment of clarity. The first thought I'd had for myself in a long time. And we couldn't. But we'd already ruined their lives without thinking. So we shut the door before they could see anything. And we didn't know what else to do. We'd never gone against orders before. So we called for an extraction. Civilians. They told us to dispose of them, and we said no. That they had to come retrieve them. And sometimes I remember they're crying as they were escorted out of the building. That was about a month and a half, 2 months before we broke out. And when we got here, we thought we were free. Just to become someone else's puppets again. Sorry.
Don't apologize. Please. You were being used. And you still managed to make sure that those kids were okay. You didn't have a choice and you forced one. That's incredible. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I was taken, before I died, I had plenty of a choice to make because they wanted me and my family. I could have stopped it if I didn't run, but I did. I watched what happened to the kids, the parents, people who were just I didn't do anything to help anyone. I saved my own skin. I could have stopped. I could have done something. I heard them screaming as I was running away. I think it ended up worse for me.
Winter goes back to rubbing your back. Ivor, we need some rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. She pulls in, she kisses the top of your head. Come on. Let's hit the hay. You do look beautiful tonight.
I'm just glad I managed to keep myself from crying.
She kind of runs her fingers through your hair.
You can thank Vespers for this.
Oh, I'll be sure to thank them later. And with that, Winter kind of kicks off her shoes, and you both get into your pajamas, and everyone curls up into bed. You hear the sounds of thunder, not the sounds of monsters. once again, a quiet night. And that's where we're going to finally fucking wrap up.
8.5 hour long session.
God damn.
8.5 fucking hours.
Give it about an hour and a half. I will have been up 24 hours. So I'm going to go to bed.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
So.
Longest ones?
Yep.
A lot today, though, to be fair.
Yeah. So.
If we hadn't met with Roger, it would have ended at a normal time for us.
Yeah.
Well, everyone who is still fucking here, thank you so much for staying so late. Yeah, thank you for staying. If you like,
with us also in the chat.
Yeah, if you like queer D&D, please be sure to follow us. We stream every Monday, not usually this late, but usually pretty late.
But not this late.
Yeah,
this is a rare.
You can watch previous sessions on YouTube if you'd like to get caught up. If you would, you can watch the VOD to catch what you missed. And but yes, we definitely do need to go